What about just a Jason versus Mike Myers movie?
That'd be good.
Honestly,
Dude,
they're
not a lot of
the
dialogue.
They're the most. No, yeah, they're very quiet, but.
They're
Each
just
other.
They're
just
the
standing on
best.
corners, seeing each other for 5 hours.
Just standing there stabbing each other.
Yeah. They're the
wanna
most
see it.
comparable, though. They are the most comparable. My favorite one from them.
The rating of Terrifier. What does anybody want to
Did we-
guess the rating of Terrifier?
What do you mean rating? I'm sorry, that was a
The
terrible question.
MPAA.
This is a
rating.
G movie if I've ever seen one.
Is it like NA-17?
G for gore, bitch.
It's rated. It's actually unrated. There's
That's
no
all right.
rating. About it
Now
at
it
this
doesn't
point.
matter anymore.
Did anybody see that coming?
Not the gun.
me tell you.
Okay, not the
I
gun
think-
for sure. 'Cause it was so
listen,
cheap, but also you're
that-
like, yeah, it
come
makes
on.
sense.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
It's
Right.
bullshit, though. This slasher, and he
Imagine-
pulls out a fucking gun just because he's like,
imagine-
I'm done with you. Like
That's what it
you
was. He was
pissed
like, I'm
me
tired of
off.
you fighting back.
I
yeah.
think that's perfect.
Exactly.
But if there's anything they did that was like really fucking funny and cool, it was that.
So imagine like Mike Myers is getting his ass beat by somebody, and all of a sudden just pulls a gun and shoots somebody, and it's just like, deal with it, and runs away.
You seen that meme? He's like, you better call an ambulance, but not for me.
But not for me, the old guy.
Hey.
Cowboys butts.
Welcome to the Decision Room Movie Review Podcast, where we try and fail to review movies of today and yesterday. As always, I'm your host, Steve. With me this week, Wally's back, Tara's here, Josh is here, the whole gang's here.
Woo!
Yeah.
We're doing stuff.
We're fired up.
Yeah. We're looking at a movie that might get people fired up.
Spooky season.
It is spooky season.
She was waiting for that. If you're watching on YouTube, you might notice something that looks Halloween. I don't know.
It's my face.
So
Thematic.
if you only listen, maybe find us on our YouTube channel at The
It's more
Decision Reel and see what Tara's face looks like right
It's more
now.
fun. And it's scary.
Burn.
It is more, yeah, I mean, definitely Halloween season's upon us. We're doing spooky stuff. This week we're looking at what, Josh?
Terrifier.
Any particular reason?
I had just seen the hype. I hadn't seen it, so this was my first time watching it. I
This
feel
is
like it
your
was
full
most.
rating.
Yeah, I feel like this was all of our first times watching it. If I think.
Tara.
Terrifier.
But
Was not my first time.
No?
I
Oh,
saw
okay.
this movie.
It was my first time.
a long
it was your
time.
first time too.
100%.
Yeah,
Out the gate. What do we all feel?
it's interesting.
Okay.
Yeah,
I thought it was dumb, to be honest.
I just finished it. I made everybody watch the end of it because I was not prepared when we got here. This
Just
movie.
finished it.
You want my like hot, like my quick take?
Hot take.
It's a world remote. I almost turned it off, and then I felt like I still had to watch more from myself.
Okay.
Out
Then
of-
got towards the end, lost complete interest. That's it. Hot take.
That's a hot take.
The vagina part?
The vagina part.
the vagina.
I almost
part.
turned this shit off. I was very close to just going,
Was
I
it-
had to take a breather. I
Was it
like, all
too
right, I gotta.
disgusting, or was it too, like what?
It's just, I don't know what about it. It was just too much.
Too shocking.
Yeah, maybe.
It
Yeah,
does.
I mean,
maybe-
the gore
maybe
is
too
next
much.
level, which
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
like
That was, I knew it was happening as soon as he revealed that she was upside down and
Oh yeah,
naked.
yeah.
oh yeah,
I was like, oh.
I mean, they were playing
I was
with
like,
that
yeah.
hacksaw for a little bit.
yeah. We're
Let's-
starting there.
Well, let's start there. If this was real, what do you think? Half hour tops?
You're cutting vertically through spine.
Right.
Yeah, it would take a long. Even with a sawzall.
Yeah, dude.
That's what. That was the fullest part. That was my first thought. I was like, man, if this guy had a sawzall, it'd still take like 5 to 10
No,
minutes.
my thing
He
was
had a
more,
surprise gun.
Yeah.
My thing was more, there was no way she would still have been conscious and screaming as long as that took. Like, he got
Yeah.
to, like, her chest before she stopped
Yeah,
screaming.
Yeah. Also, she
That's
wasn't.
a long. He's going through entrails and everything, and she's still screaming. Ain't no way. She would have at least passed out from like
Yeah, in shock.
shock
Yeah.
and blood loss, if
Also,
not death.
she wasn't really. I know she was hung up by her feet, but she can still move around. She wasn't really moving or flailing or trying to. I mean, what do you do at that point?
I mean, I
but
guess.
How long
yeah,
she
but-
been hanging upside down for? Could have been a half hour.
you're right. There's no real timetable for this movie.
There isn't. That is what the timelines are weird. Or
Yeah.
timeline.
You got to think it's late, right?
Multiverse?
They do show a couple times, like on the radio and stuff, what time it is, but it's never to me like it's always just dark out.
You see how scrawny this dude was too?
Yeah.
He's just
Run
really
around
tall.
naked.
He's
Oh,
just
we
awkward
know
way
tall.
he's
we
picking up.
definitely saw that.
there's no way he's picking
I know
girl
that
up.
was meant to be like creepy and like
It's
unsettling.
funny.
I thought it was fucking funny.
It's hilarious.
I was
funny.
like, this man is feeling himself. First of all,
That
like
man got
strutting
some
up those
serious
steps.
bush.
Like,
He was doing with the hair.
see that bush?
yeah, and like the way he was walking up the steps, like he was
yeah.
coming into
Yeah.
like a Broadway number almost. Like he was like doing the side step thing. Like,
Well,
look at
let's
you
be
go.
real. He is a clown.
That is
and I feel like he's
sweet berry
playing up.
wine.
Yes, we'll get into that in a second. And maybe it's red for a reason.
Ooh.
Wow. Wine Monday. Wine Monday.
So again, he's a clown, kind of a mime-esque clown, and you can tell. There's the one part where he jumps through the doorway or whatever, and he's trying to get at her with the horn, which was hilarious.
Yeah,
That's just like trauma. PTSD. PTSD.
Exactly
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Or a couple times where he just like flicks her off or something
Yeah.
after she stabs him in the foot and everything. It's funny, but I feel like
There's lots of funny parts. The naked part was funny.
yeah,
It looked like he was smuggling a Brillo pad.
something. Jesus Christ. Anyways, the plot of this movie, a maniac. I said manic. What an idiot.
Oh,
A maniac
man.
named
She's
Art
a
the
little
Clown
manic.
terrorizes two friends on Halloween and everyone who gets in his way.
He doesn't stop. Like there's nothing.
I mean, that's pretty.
He doesn't
that's
get
pretty
deterred. Like
exact.
he's like, just another one joined the party.
Right.
He's like, cool.
What's up?
On to the next.
Yeah.
And I like how there's no real explanation for it. There's no like
He just wants to.
he just
Well, there's
just-
like he's.
He
I guess
likes
he
her.
appears technically like I did like some reading or whatever. Like he does appear like in like 2 or 3 other movies before this.
Yes.
Like just as like a thing,
Like
and
shorts, yeah.
then and then this becomes.
I can't
it just-
appreciate it being as simple as it is.
Right.
Now that I think about it, they're not trying to do anything
Well,
special.
think of the
Yeah.
first Halloween movie, right?
Yeah.
Like it's simple. It's just
Yeah.
a dude chasing.
It's literally
Killing
it's a
people.
slasher movie. Like
Right.
it's just he's
My
deranged
roommate-
and he wants to kill people.
My roommate made that first. He was like, "It's weird he doesn't talk," and I was like, "Yeah, but neither does
Right.
Mike, Jason.
Yeah,
like it's
yeah.
all they're silent killers. Like that's what.
Freddie talk a bunch.
Mike,
Right.
Yeah.
Freddie do some talking.
What was
So does Chucky.
What was
Yeah.
on?
They do
It's
some
only a
talking.
boy.
they-
Chucky used to fuck me up when I was a kid. That movie fucked me up.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
guess
It's
Like,
a
it was
doll
bad.
that comes to
Yeah.
life and murders people.
It also
No
was
joke.
always confusing
Chucky
to
and
me though that
Leprechaun
he was
both
so
did the same
I'm the
difficult to beat. He's this
leprechaun.
big.
Yeah,
Like
I mean-
he's this big.
but he's a
Drop
demonic.
kick that motherfucker.
That's what I was
like,
like, soccer kick. Wow.
Hold on.
set him on fire instantly.
But
that
he's-
would have been the
he's-
first thing I did. Fire.
He's a demonic spirit, so
Yeah.
he has
Super
superhuman
doll
strength.
strength.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Super doll strength. Chucky
but
versus
he's
Annabelle.
still like the demon is
And
strong,
Megan.
but he's still only got doll max.
Incredible leverage.
Is what I'm
Incredible
saying.
You don't
leverage.
know what I mean? Like-
he's
Like
doesn't
you
even have
can't,
elbows.
you
He
can't
doesn't have
change the mass of
Yeah,
him.
it's like
Like there's
proportional
no
ant
muscle
strength.
and stuff.
That's what I'm saying. The smaller, the more strength they have.
Yeah.
Per
Yeah.
pound.
Yeah.
Like-
Yeah. Quicker too.
the density is there.
Bob and weave, man.
I'll say it's quick feet. Quick feet.
That was. Tell me that's never like that's probably the creepiest part of those movies. The Chucky is when you see him running.
Mhm. Yeah, well, it's that in the hair. It's like just
It's the creepiest part.
It's so weird.
You know what I really want? I want a Freddy versus Jason versus Chucky versus something else.
just like
Just
a
a
Royal
battle,
Rumble.
a
Yeah.
battle
Or just
royale.
all of
yeah,
them.
just everything.
And they're all fighting over one person.
Oh my
Yeah.
god! Or
Like-
I'm gonna kill him.
Yeah.
no, it's like a Civil War movie
Yeah,
where
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like you split the Marvel characters, but you do like
So instead of Avengers
so it's like
Assemble,
Oh, yeah.
it's like Chucky, Freddy,
Oh, like-
Mike Myers on one side, maybe the Saw guy, and then you've got like Art the Clown, fucking
Art the Clown
Jason.
fucking. We place your commas in a very. You know what I'm saying?
Jason,
Fucking
but you
Art.
know what I mean. Like
Yeah, like a
splits the
centipede,
villains. Put it,
Dude,
Pennywise in there.
what about just a Jason versus Mike Myers movie?
That'd be good.
Honestly,
Dude,
they're
Not a lot
the,
same-
of dialogue.
they're the most. No, yeah, they're
just-
quiet, but
Hitting
They're
each other.
just
They're the
standing on
best-
corners, seeing each other for 5 hours.
Just standing there stabbing each other.
yeah, they're
I
the
wanna
most
see it.
comparable though. They are the most comparable.
Yeah,
And then
the
you got
same
then you
character.
put Pennywise versus Art the Clown. Then you put honestly, I feel like Freddy versus Chucky that's because they're both
Like
Just yelling at each other.
yeah they're talky and they're also
They're
like
talky.
deranged,
Right.
like just
I think-
crazy.
I think we got something here.
Yeah.
I want to see it.
let's make a call.
Mm-hmm.
I don't who.
Who do we
you-
call?
I know
Yeah.
some people.
The Ghostbusters.
Look at that. She got it. Where to watch?
Ghostbusters 3, man.
Oh.
This is it. Those are the good guys in the movie.
They come in and
They
bust
gotta
all
get
the
rid of
ghosts,
'em, yeah.
Right? Yeah, exactly. Anyways, where to watch this? It's free on a lot of places. Tubi, Pluto TV, Zumo Play, Sling TV, Plex, Fandango at home. But if you have a subscription, you can also watch it on Peacock, Amazon, and YouTube TV, and to rent, YouTube, Google Play, and Apple TV.
What's Fandango at home? Why don't they just call it Fandango?
Because it's at home.
Fandango isn't always at
You bring it
home.
with you wherever you want.
You bring that Fandango, boy.
And these guys keep raising their prices.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start snipping kids here pretty soon. So some of these guys got to go.
Now everyone knows
Disney
why.
just raised it.
Yeah, everyone knows why. Plex.
Yeah, we just need hockey. I just need hockey.
Torrenting's getting worse.
Can you get live hockey? Is that real?
Pirating's getting worse.
If Plex had live hockey.
Do you have a computer?
Yeah.
I can get you some.
Okay.
All right.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Let's save another 77
Fucking
bucks a
back,
month.
backdoor deal.
It is so frustrating how I feel like they've made hockey difficult to watch. Like it was like football, where
Well, they
there-
did it with
like,
football
I could
this year,
just
too.
have so many
Yeah, they made
places.
football used to be fine, and now it's like, oh well, you got to
Yeah,
watch it
you
on
have it on
Amazon on
Prime.
Thursday,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
Sunday nights you got to watch it on Peacock. And
You over there side loading, Steve? What are you doing over there?
Don't
you say that.
We might be dual booting some stuff.
Is
I don't
everything
know.
just flipped? So it's really the game is just I have to watch it in the mirror.
I'm technically not watching it.
Right.
That'd be funny, but no,
Playing
you're
the
right
dude
though.
disguised as dude.
Hockey has been shitty for
the last couple
longest
years,
time.
especially like
For me at least, it's been shitty forever because I'm trying to watch a team that's from
Yeah.
another country.
well,
and
for
you're,
especially
exactly.
for you.
Sorry, continue.
I just I used to be
blackouts.
able to watch it like on the Comcast channels and stuff like that, like on whatever it is, 642, whatever the hell those channels are. And now like I can't even find them anywhere. And I've even downloaded certain apps, and it's like sometimes I can watch them on them, sometimes I
sometimes you
can't.
can't.
And I'm like, why? It is this area's team. It's not like
Exactly.
even if they're playing away, I should be able to fucking watch it.
Every time
Like
the
it's
Leafs
ridiculous.
play the Caps and I try to watch it on what I watch normally, it's blacked out in your area.
That's ridiculous.
But the team is in my area, so
I'm watching them play the local team.
Right? Why can't I watch it on the normal shit? It's so stupid.
Mm-hmm.
No, you got to watch it on what we want you to watch it on. Then you got to pay money to get that.
I also feel like I never even know where to watch it. Like I've downloaded like the ESPN apps. I've downloaded the NBC Sports. I've downloaded because sometimes it's on freaking Hulu and shit like that. I have so many apps, and I'm like, you know what? I don't even know where to go.
And
First
that's
world problems.
that is a problem.
Really though,
What's
but
really
they've
cool-
caused them.
Well, they know what they're doing. They're
well,
doing it on
it's-
purpose.
It's
Yeah.
the next loop is cable.
Yeah,
Like we're
It's-
right back to
going
let's just
back
put
to
these
This
all
is what
back
it
together,
is, yeah.
guys. For one,
You need to
low
own all
cost.
these channels to watch.
One
Now
cost
they're
for
not
everything.
channels. Now
Yeah.
they're streaming.
$400 a month.
Yep.
That's what it's going to be.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So the Utah hockey team is doing something really cool this year, which is, hey, you pay, I think it's like $60, and you get every single game they play in one location.
Well, that's cool.
That is cool.
Why can't every team do that?
I feel like for $60 isn't that much for that. For as many hockey games as there are, like maybe for
82?
football
That's a
games,
smart
60
move.
60
That's a
sounds like a
smart
move.
little.
82
Like,
games.
So Utah's brand new
less
this
than a
year.
dollar a
It's
game.
not even $1 a game. Like
Yeah.
that's
Right. Utah's brand new this year, so they're trying to grow.
I'm telling you, I
Sport
would
in that
still
area.
pay $5 a fucking game to have unedited on ice mics.
what are they called?
You know that would never happen.
I know, but I would pay for that.
Just
I would
the
literally
Utah
pay for
hockey
that.
team,
That's it.
currently right now.
The what? Like how the Washington football team was that for?
Because they got to worry about trademarks.
I
and
thought they were
everything.
the Yetis or something. Yeah?
It hasn't been just.
That's so crazy
Utah.
because I feel like Vegas had a name
But they
and
were.
Seattle had
That
a name.
market, I think that
like,
market's a little different.
Well, no, those were planned.
more in advance.
Yes, where Utah was like, oh, we fucked
We
up.
won a team.
Well, no, it's the Coyotes.
Well, yeah, but what I mean is like they
Fucking Nats.
they're everywhere.
Yeah, I don't like
These
it.
aren't even fruit. Like fruit flies aren't even a thing anymore because they don't give a shit about fruit.
No.
Like it doesn't fucking matter. They're
They're
everywhere.
natting.
They're in my house.
Oh, did you get? Oh.
No, I didn't.
Anyways, the Utah team, basically what happened was the Coyotes management was just shit, and they weren't paying what they were supposed to be paying to the NHL and to the arenas. And they were supposedly trying to build a new arena, and it was done and paid for, and then it wasn't. So then it was literally like oh, well, too fucking bad, we're not going to do anything. So then they ended up moving into, what was the college arena they played at?
Yeah, it was like-
Mullet Arena or
There's like
something.
5,000 seats. If that,
Yeah, for
25,000.
this-
Mullet?
for
Did
last
you say
year.
Mullet Arena?
It's literally Mullet Arena.
Shut up.
Mole.
Mullet.
I put an extra E on the end.
You know, make it all fancy.
Like
but
like
so they
Tar
played
J.
last year in a college hockey arena because they didn't have an arena agreement, and then the NHL was literally like, "Look, we can't do this. We either got to figure something out, or we're getting the fuck out." And they got the fuck out. So they went to Utah.
Mm.
Literally, they went behind closed doors and said, "All right, who's got the most money to spend on something?"
In
And
Utah.
bid on it.
Yeah, like,
What's in Utah?
Utah Jazz.
Mormons. They're gonna be hockey fans now.
Will they?
No, probably not.
Did you see their food prices though?
Great. Like
Like
buck
seriously,
$50
like
for a hot
$1.50
dog.
Yeah, it was crazy.
$6 beer. Not even that. I think it was like $5.
Yeah, it was $5 a beer.
Again, they're trying to get
Yeah,
people to
dude.
go
I was
to
like,
these
we
games.
can go to there and get hammered $100. Like,
We could sit glass,
Yeah.
eat 7 hot dogs, 20 beers each, and it would still just be 1 ticket and 2 beers at the fucking Caps Center.
yeah, legit.
Let's fly to Utah.
I'm down.
Yeah.
It's probably still cheaper than a whole day. in
Yeah, that's what
DC.
I'm saying. Yeah. Jesus Christ. Anyways, Terrifier was written and directed by Damien Leone, or Leone, if you depending on how you say it, because it has a
E on the end.
N-E at the end, right? Dirte. Sorry, I'm trying to
Stop trying to church it up. Kurt.
Leone.
Leone. I was working on it. What are you looking up over there? You've been
I'm trying to find a movie that I want to do.
oh no. Well, I
So
think it's my
was-
pick,
I was hunting.
but we'll defer to you if you want.
Doesn't matter. I just regardless.
all
I
right.
got one. I
Listen.
might be able to pick for you, Steve.
Ooh.
This is why you should make
Oh.
he really should put thought into it because your episode will release on Halloween.
Well, then this will be perfect. I never pick a bad movie.
Right? Because Halloween
What do you know
is a
about
Thursday.
pressure?
Halloween is a
Fucking
What do you know about
arrive, dog?
Halloween is on a Thursday this year.
If you let me
I
think
think
about
your
things,
gun is digging into
that's
my
when it
hip.
gets bad. If I have
and
to
that's
think,
the week I
then
can't
it's
do
bad.
it, so
Oh,
that means
no.
his is going to be
Oh
on
yeah, pick a good one. Just the
Halloween.
boys. I'm just kidding.
We'll get another dude up in here.
So-
We'll get Sean to come in.
So funny. You'll be missed.
So will the
We've
wine.
already done
This,
that.
no, this,
that's
no.
why
This wine is good, and it's really
It is.
sweet.
Yeah, I like it.
It's
I
really
like
sweet.
it.
I can't put
This
it
is my
down.
favorite one from them.
The rating of Terrifier. What does anybody want to
Did we-
guess the rating of Terrifier?
What do you mean rating? I'm sorry, that was a
The
terrible question.
MPAA.
This is a
rating.
G movie if I've ever seen one.
Is it like NA-17?
G for gore, bitch.
It's rated. It's actually unrated. There's
That's
no
all right.
rating. A lady gets shot in the face 17
7 times.
Like, come on. And they fucking show it. I thought the first one was enough.
I thought
And
that
then
was
just-
going to do a lot more damage. That shot in her cheek, too,
Yeah.
that they showed. That
I
seemed
thought
like it
she
would
would
do
be
more
fine.
damage
No, because it's soft tissue.
to
just
her
right there.
face.
You gotta think right here. I mean, she wasn't like
Wouldn't
walking
she have
around.
been bleeding out? Like,
no,
there
'cause
wasn't
it
even
literally
blood.
just could have been a cheek shot.
Wasn't even blood like around her head or anything on like from the back of it or anything. So it was the bullet
Yeah, it
just
didn't
in
go
her
like
head.
yeah, it didn't go like through her.
It's just in her head then.
No,
Bullet
it
could-
went in and out like that.
She only had one hole.
Well, maybe I don't know.
Maybe it got stuck in her gums.
Why are you answering then?
You know, like a popcorn kernel. It was stuck in the gums.
Oh,
Probably
Sure,
a little
she
bit
got
worse.
shot a bunch of times.
Yeah, I don't think she's worried about it.
that
at
one
this
doesn't
point.
matter anymore.
Did anybody see that coming?
not the gun.
Let me tell you.
Okay, not the
I
gun
think-
for sure. 'Cause it was so
listen,
cheap, but also you're
that-
like, yeah, it
come
makes
on.
sense.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
It's
Right.
bullshit though. This slasher and he
Imagine-
pulls out a fucking gun just because he's like,
imagine-
I'm done with you. Like
That's what it
you
was. He was like,
pissed
I'm
me
tired of
off.
you fighting back.
I think it's that's perfect.
Exactly.
But if there's anything they did that was like really fucking funny and cool, it was that.
So imagine like Mike Myers is getting his ass beat by somebody, and all of a sudden just pulls a gun and shoots somebody, and it's just like, deal with it, and runs away.
You seen that meme? He's like, you better call an ambulance, but not for me.
But not for me, the old guy.
Done. Pop, pop.
Yeah, just I'm tired of your shit. And like low key, she beat the Chevin with
Yeah,
that
oh,
2x4. Like he was
Oh,
a little
yeah.
concussed. He was like, damn, my head.
He was probably like, you know what? This is the time.
There's no way he's coming back for this. This is what everybody was saying.
Yeah.
And then fucking
And then mouse Cthulhu, bitch. Boom.
He got her what in the thigh?
Oh yeah, right
It
in
was
the
just-
hammy.
Blah, just
it's the
squirting.
old sock Glock.
The sack. No, that was the end. That was the end one
Okay.
where he literally blows
Yeah.
his own head off, which
Get a t-shirt for that. That's a t-shirt right there.
Sock
the sock
Glock.
Glock.
Yeah.
and will just be a picture of a sock in the shape of a gun.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Already,
like you
already
can
kind of
see
there.
the gun.
But
like,
you
through
can't.
the-
But you can. Sock Glock.
I don't even own a gun.
What am I gonna do with all that? It's a gun.
a gun.
God damn it.
The worst death for me though was literally the opening. Like the whole interview thing was pretty creepy when they started showing her
Imagine-
actual face. Yeah, and the thumb in the eyes.
I feel
Like,
like
just the thumb in the eyes.
it's probably easier than you think it is to
Oh,
do
it's
that.
dude, it's super easy. It's like
I
7
also-
pounds of pressure.
I feel like I've
Right.
seen that in
Like,
so
how do
many
you know that?
movies now. like movies and shows that I feel like
Don't worry. Don't worry. About
maybe that's why it didn't bother me.
Soft tissue.
I
I
feel
don't,
like
bro. We're texting while we're watching it. And I'm like, it's the soft tissue for me. I told you out there, like, it's just the pushing the eyes in and something about slitting the throat. I'd have nightmares about me dying that way. So, like, yeah, like, that gets me. That's why I'm always like, ugh.
Yeah,
like,
well, because I text him and I was like, you had to pick a movie with Tara as like a
He didn't
slasher
know.
I
movie
didn't,
with
I
Tara.
didn't even put that together.
He's
What are you talking
fucking
about?
seen it. He knew. He just didn't remember or care.
Speaking of, so this is starring Jenna Cannell as Tara, Samantha Scafidi. How do you say
As
that?
soon as I
Scafidi.
heard
Scafidi.
her name, Tara, I knew immediately that
What's
this
gonna
is-
happen.
This was what was gonna happen.
Anyway,
My
so-
name is not even used in a lot of stuff. Like, so then it'd be this shit that I've
And
been
they, of
watching.
course, said the name.
So many times,
35.
especially her sister, like walking around looking for her. She said her name like 17 times looking for her.
She was triggered by that, not the movie, not the kill.
No,
not,
I'm laying
not
here.
a girl being
I'm sitting on the
half
couch watching, and I'm
vagina
just like-
first, just my name.
I'm just
she
like,
got
what?
halved in the bad way.
Ugh.
Wrong kid died.
The wrong kid.
I'm like,
we ain't
what?
scientists.
I'm right here.
I've been halved.
We got David Howard Thornton as Art the Clown,
I
Catherine
can't survive that. laughing.
Corcoran.
The other one, maybe.
Corcoran
Speak English, doc.
is Don. Puya
Pooya.
Mosini. That's the name. Puya. Pooya.
Pooya.
Puya Mosini is the cat lady. Matt McAllister, way different from the last one, as Mike the Exterminator. Katie McGuire as Monica. Gino Caffarelli as Steve. And Corey
He's in the
Duvall
mafia.
as the coroner. He's
Steve's
definitely-
name was in it too, but he wasn't affected.
Oh, Steve died.
Steve died.
Steve got fucked. He got his head chopped off.
Tara died too.
You're right.
She got 8 gunshots to the face
Also, what did he do in that bathroom?
and legs.
Did he go in there and just shit everywhere?
I know. I was thinking
Because
the
he wrote
same
his name
thing.
in shit on the wall.
Art.
Yeah.
Some art, fine art.
So
Art.
like
Just art?
Because it's Art the Clown.
It's,
Yeah.
and it was art on the wall.
So did
But
he
didn't
like?
it say something? Like it was like it wasn't just a name. It was like this is art or fine art or
I just
something
saw art in shit.
recall.
I'm pretty
don't
sure it's
recall.
something art. Sorry, the shit
Sorry.
was fucking
Sorry, the shit.
jarring.
The
There's a lot of
shit
horrors
was
in that
jarring.
sentence.
It's a lot of shit jarring going on.
Sorry, the shit was jarring. Say that
Another
5
T-shirt.
times fast.
Another
Words are-
T-shirt.
Yeah, words
Sorry,
are
the shit
hard.
was
It's
jarring.
okay.
Go ahead.
Sorry, the shit was
Yeah,
jarring.
yeah,
that's
sorry.
exactly.
Sorry, the shit was jarring.
Sorry, the shit was jarring. Sorry, the shit was jarring.
That's
Sorry,
a
the shit was
hard
jarring. Sorry,
one.
the shit was jarring. Sorry, the shit was jarring.
If you really focus on starting sorry the right way, the rest of them are fine. But the
Oh, you
sorry
just
and
hit a
the
Steve
shit start
sorry.
like
That was a Steve sorry right there.
sorry,
You said sorry. Sorry.
Sorry.
sorry.
Sorry, but
Oh,
yeah.
sorry there, bud.
Oh, sorry. Oh, if
Fucking
maybe
right
if you
there.
say it Canadian though, it won't
Sorry,
like
the
turn
shit
into.
is jarring.
Sorry that. Oh, yeah.
No, then it just turns Scottish by the end of it.
Sorry,
Good
the
Lord.
shit was jarring.
Anyways.
That sounded like you said churring. Like we were churring.
Churring.
Churring
We're
shit
churning
over
some
here.
butter. We're churning some
From
shit.
Shit butter.
Runtime on this guy, 85
No.
minutes. We're in, we're out.
Runtime.
Very nice. I will say the following sequels, the second one's like 225.
It's long.
And
They
it-
jumped. They were like, we could do better.
Yeah, it's long.
Let's do
the,
more.
So the problem is the writer and director, Damien, doesn't have an editor who's going in and being like, hey, man, we can cut this. Hey, we don't need this. Hey, we don't need that. And there's a bunch of articles that I read after watching the second movie where it was like, yeah, he needs a fucking editor for the next movie because, like,
They were just
half
like,
of
"No,
that
it's good."
movie could be cut.
We're like, no, he's good. It's good.
Like, did you like the second one way better than the first
Yeah.
one? Like, the.
Well,
the-
I didn't like it more, but it was better.
Okay.
like just done. Like just done better.
Well, so they had
but
a-
it was also like a
the
mind fuck of a movie
budget.
too. Like it was a mind fuck of a movie because it's like you don't know what's real and not real and what was in the dream because it starts off in a dream.
Yeah, but doesn't,
Like,
but then it does. But
Then,
yeah,
it's
kinda-
wild,
yeah,
and then it
it's-
connects back to the dream world, and then it's back to real life.
It's actually,
Was he trying to be Freddy? Like, get the fuck out of here.
it's,
It was weird.
yeah, we can't say anything because then I will say,
would
So
say-
you watched the second one too?
I watched it
I
right
watched
after the
that
first one.
in theaters when it came out.
Oh, but you hadn't seen the first one?
Yeah,
No, I ain't seen
I
it.
said.
Oh, I thought
yeah.
you said. Oh no, it was me.
I
and
saw
you.
the first Terrifier
Us three
like
hadn't seen it.
a long time.
You
ago.
hadn't seen
No,
Terrifier
this was
until
my
now.
pick. Yeah, that was my pick.
I know it was
Well-
your pick, but I thought it was
That's
your
why
pick
he
to
said
do
he-
it to us.
No, I hadn't seen
When
it.
you said I shouldn't have watched this by myself, I thought it was
You said
because
I
you had
shouldn't
seen it
watch it.
before. No, but I'm saying
No.
I thought it was because you had seen it
Oh.
before.
No, I have not.
I didn't
I
realize
just
that it was
knew
your
that it
first
was.
time.
I knew it was rough, like gory wise.
I would have watched it with you.
Oh.
Okay.
I watched it.
We can- okay.
I was texting Tara, so because I was like 30 minutes ahead of her for real. It was funny when she
Essentially,
started.
As I
wasn't
texted him, I was
Yeah.
like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
I
like-
also was like, I could have used a smidgen of warning on the one
No,
warning.
we were just raw dogging it. Right?
Especially,
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Literally,
literally. Oh my god. So let's.
I
Talk,
clinched a little. Not gonna lie.
I was gonna say, as a woman, yeah, I'm sure that scene. You're like, oh god.
Well, she was like, "You didn't warn me." I was like, "What?"
Well,
Like I didn't.
Dude,
And
I
was like,
I
"Oh,
got
yeah,
a pair
that-
and I can
Right.
fucking do that.
It was okay. This is no, never mind. I'm not gonna say it.
say it. This is a safe space.
When it's, I wasn't so.
Hit her in the split.
I wasn't like.
You fucking asshole.
I wasn't like mentally like it wasn't
T-shirt.
traumatic, and I wasn't like ugh. Like, but I will say when it first started, the sawing thing, it was like instant Kegel.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah,
it
yeah,
was
yeah.
like the equivalent of like, my butthole tightened up.
Sure,
it
yeah,
was
yeah.
that, but elsewhere.
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
the
You know,
other,
I'm
yeah.
And I was like,
my ass
oh
is tight.
God.
Both holes at the
Like,
same
I
time.
was like,
You want to know what I said? I was
Oh,
like,
no.
"Ooh," I was like, "That's a rough episiotomy." That was the first thing, and I was like, "I don't even have kids. I know what that is."
I know what
like,
that
like,
You're making one hole into.
No,
I'm
you're
sorry,
making
making
two
two holes
into
into one.
one.
Yeah.
I mean, I
And he
get, but
did.
it was. I mean, it was.
Essentially,
I
he did.
did though, like because it was like the perfect pathway.
I'm sweating because that scene is so
though,
uncomfortable.
You know,
Yeah.
like it was the perfect pathway to start going.
Don't
down
work
the
against
road, so I
gravity.
think
He was working with it.
So there's another.
Just lean
was
in,
like,
little body
"Oh."
weight.
It was like, oh, I'll just put that right there.
So there's another movie that the internet has
Maybe
said.
he'll cut her leg off.
No,
No, we knew right where this was going.
Yeah.
there's another movie that the internet is
Still
all
fucks
about.
me up.
There's a scene in it that's fucking wild, and like everyone talks about this scene as being like one of the most gruesome scenes ever in Hollywood. The movie's called Bone Tomahawk, and it's actually starring Kurt Russell, which I like a good Kurt Russell flick. And our guy that Patrick Wilson,
Mm-hmm.
he's in that, as well as there's two other people that are the dad from Step Brothers is in it as well.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, it's a western. I like a good western.
I like good western.
Not going to give too many specifics, but there is a scene
Some soft tissue damage.
just like that, but with a man and
Oh.
a tomahawk.
All right, I'll watch that.
Is it a bone tomahawk?
Yes. I'll say the movie's longer than it needs to be, but it does have a scene just like that, but
The guy,
it's not as easy
Hmm.
because it's not a saw
because he's chopping,
because he's chopping wood. If you-
literally.
yeah,
I mean, Terrifier 2 had that pretty rough scene in the
in the
bedroom.
the bedroom with
Yeah,
the back.
That
yeah.
was rough.
Yeah,
And supposedly the third one has a scene that's rougher than that.
I'm ready.
Well, let's watch that together.
All right, let's go. It comes out on the 11th, which is
It's like
this week.
Wednesday.
This week.
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
I think
that's
that might be.
Wednesday.
Is that Wednesday?
It's Wednesday.
It's Wednesday. It's not Tuesday. It's Wednesday.
What's today? Is today not the 9th?
Today's the
Today's the 7th.
October.
7th. So that's not Wednesday.
It's Friday.
It's Friday.
Friday. I'll be in Ocean
Or
City.
Thursday.
Friday.
We can do it. Get back.
Ocean City.
I might be on Plex by then. What?
I was like, let's do it next Monday.
I mean, whatever. Yeah. Oh, that's right.
Oh, 'cause you're off.
Box them off.
Mm.
Watch out. Watch out, world.
What? Hey, and that's Columbus Day and Indigenous Peoples Day.
Josh is gonna
So
go
what day
watch
is that? Because I got that off.
Your-
Next Monday.
Fuck yeah.
on your day off.
BOYS. Boys, boys, boys.
So wait, so is this upcoming?
Okay, so
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't
Or the
get an invite
following.
then is what I'm
The upcoming Monday,
No,
the
that's fine.
14th.
Hey, guys.
I just-
Fuck yeah.
Should we
We'll go see Tara.
Oh, dude, I got
invite
it's my
Terrifier
Flex
3?
Friday
invite
too,
Tara?
dog.
Yeah.
we invite her?
Does Tara want to go see Terrifier 3?
I'm not sure I do.
Are we doing a podcast review?
No. We'll do. Well, we
Oh
could
my
do
god,
it.
we
could do
put it in your
someday.
take the little mic.
After watching it.
While we're
Dude,
watching
how
it.
fucking funny would that shit be?
did you guys
That's actually an ingenious idea. The most obscene time during the day,
Right.
like hit a fucking matinee horror or something
Yeah,
like
there's
that.
like 7 people in
and
there.
it's like us four in the corner with
I'll
like
just
little
walk in with
lights.
the whole
little
fucking
phone
board.
lights and iPhones.
That'd
All
be
of a sudden you hear
hilarious.
Josh with his pop up.
She got halved.
Didn't think he was going to do a pretty dish.
He's a gusher.
This is taking a long time.
These movies would be great in 4D.
Like you get splashed with blood.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe you missed me
I
with
mean,
that
if you
one.
if you go to the theater in the park, it kind of already smells like a basement.
You're right.
They make it smell like mildew. You're like, oh.
This feels about right. The rat runs by. You're like, oh shit, they really went all out for this.
So I'm bringing this up. This is the hard transition here of getting off the rails. So I went to Florida for this past week. Whole week into Florida doing the everything's
Universal Disneyland thing.
Universal
Disney
Disneyland
World.
is everything. Let me tell you my story of how my week went.
Go ahead.
So I reserved a rental car, right? Like, as you do when you fly in.
Not gonna walk everywhere, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And I was like, let me get a Tesla. Let me just live on the wild side, get an electric little Tesla and drive it around because I actually got a good deal. Honestly, I've driven them before, right? But I've never had it extended time or like, driving around for a while, whatever. It was the Model 3.
Oh, okay.
Standard Model 3. I think they changed some of the settings on it so you are okay driving it with people who are regularly driving cars. So normally with a Tesla, you can change it to having where if you press the gas, it goes, and when you take your foot off the gas, it brakes. This was set up like a real car.
Huh.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
If you don't, and that's the thing, right? So if you rented it and you didn't know that, you'd be like, what the fuck is happening? Right?
Yeah.
Also, exactly. Also, the autopilot was turned off. I couldn't turn that on. And then there was like the
That's how you
regenerative
make
braking.
you drive.
Right,
God, why didn't get a Tesla?
Yeah, I was like,
Well, I mean, I was thinking about it for gas-wise, and then it's cheaper.
Now. How does this work?
Also, I just wanted to have a Tesla, right? Anyway, so I get down there, and we get off the plane. I go to the rental car, desk, and I'm like, hey, here to pick up my car. She's like, okay, cool. Can I see the credit card you booked it with? So I gave her the credit card. And she's like, that's not the same last four digits. I was like, this is the card that I used, like it should be. And she's like, well, it's not. And she's like, do you have any other card? And I was like, these are the only cards I have, and they don't have those four digits. She's like, okay, well, I can't give you the card then. And I'm like, but my name's right there. This is my ID. Like, I don't understand. She's like, I just
Okay,
it has to
swap
be the
out
same.
this card then.
Right.
Jesus.
I'm sorry, sir. Next.
Exactly,
what?
dude. And she's like, sorry, I can't help you.
Can you give me the last four digits so I can find it?
Well, she did, and I didn't have that card.
Oh.
And then I'm like thinking about it. I'm like, I don't understand what's happening. Apparently,
Google Wallet.
Google Chrome does a virtual card. So it's an additional like security step, which cool. It doesn't say anywhere that it's going to change your credit card number.
That's weird.
Yeah,
So it's like
why
an interface
would
like
it?
PayPal, but like
How would you verify anything?
Exactly. It's not a physical card, and I can't give it to her because I did it on a computer.
It links to your wallet is what it's supposed to do. And
right,
it's
but so
annoying
keeps
as shit.
your information private, so it uses that
Yeah,
information.
I just bought plane tickets
Which I
and
get, but
a
then
wedding
you
ring.
can't really.
And it got
Yeah.
sent to an old address attached to my
What?
Google Wallet. And I was
Exactly.
like, oh, shit.
Oh,
I was like, Sarah, you gotta contact these people.
oh no. So same. So I was just like, I don't know what the fuck to do right now because I don't have. She's like, okay, well, what you can do is you can call this number here and you can cancel your reservation and then rebook it. I was like, you can't do that. You're right. You're in front of the fucking
You are
screen.
the person who makes the reservation.
Right. She's like, sorry, it doesn't work that way.
This
and
is
then
why.
just does this. Sorry, it doesn't work that way. And I'm like, this is the first. Literally, we land, and this is the 5 minutes after we land. I'm like, okay,
fucking Florida.
trying to have a good
Did
time.
you drag them over the counter and then stomp them? Because that's what I want to
Did
do
I
right
grab
now.
this lady by her
Oh, it
throat
was a lady. Never mind.
and go,
Never mind.
hey, fucking figure it out? No, I didn't. I called the
Look,
number.
I'm not gonna hurt you. I just want you to know that I can.
This is what I kept thinking about this entire trip was if I was my dad would murder someone.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to be my dad. So I went, let me call the number. So I call the number and immediately get somebody. I was like, okay, good. I'm not waiting. And I'm literally standing by this desk.
Are they within the continental United States?
Yes.
Oh, even better.
Yeah. So call this lady and she's like, I explain everything to her. She's like, oh, okay, we'll fix it. And I'm like, all right. She goes away for like 5 minutes. Comes back. She's like, okay, I cancel your reservation. I said, okay, so now what do we got to do? We got to make another reservation. Okay.
There's no Teslas available.
There was one.
But
But I was like, okay, it's going to be the same price, right? She's like, well, it depends. I was like, depends on what? It's
same
not
price.
my,
Already
it's
did
named,
this,
I was
yeah.
like, figure it out. So we had
Figure it out.
we had that conversation for a second of like, it's not going to be different. It's going to be the same because it's not my fault. You can't just
Unless it's cheaper,
right.
then we can agree upon
The cheaper.
that.
Right. Obviously not. Anyways, they get it. Cool. I walk over, get the car. So then the way that Hertz rental car has the thing in the whatever, you walk out and every space has a number on it to say which car you're picking up. So our car was 49. So as soon as we walk out there, there's a black Tesla sitting in like the number 1 spot.
Smart car.
Yeah. There's a black Tesla sitting in the number 1 spot. I'm like, well, that's probably ours, but let me just go in and check. And I was like, hey, I got whatever. And the guy's like, oh, that's not yours. You're number 49. Go find it. Okay.
Which 49 from spot 1 is probably down a little bit.
So me and my wife Tiffany are walking around looking for this spot 49. And every row goes from 35 to 40 to 50. There's no 41 through 49. And we're like looking at each other and we're like, are we stupid?
Join a fucking goose chase.
Yeah, dude. We were walking up and down this parking garage looking for this car.
And it's like indoor and they're massive.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
I'm
I'm
like,
want the end of this story
Like
to be
it's like
that
a giant
was your
parking
Tesla.
garage.
and I'm just looking around. I'm like, I don't understand. And I'm like looking at her and she's looking at me and we're like, we got to be special right now. Like we're missing something. So I find this attendant who's sitting down, and nicest lady I've ever talked to in my life. And I was like, hey, we're looking for space 49. And she goes, space 49 doesn't exist.
Jesus H.
Okay, can you tell me then?
And I go, well, on this receipt it says 49, literally at the top. She goes, oh, that's weird.
Oh man.
And I'm like, and obviously she doesn't
Agreed.
speak. Right. She doesn't
This
speak
is weird.
She doesn't speak
Right.
English very well.
That was my thought as well. It's
Yeah.
weird.
And I'm like, okay, so what do we do here? And she's like, oh, it might be at the other gate. I was like, so I gotta go get
That's
it.
the other gate of a
right?
49?
Like, where's that? She's like, hold on. So she like
I was just about to say, can you walkie there first?
she walkie talkies in Hispanic to this other place, and I want to know what she's saying.
Oh no, mister.
do you mean,
But I'm
do you
hearing
mean Spanish?
I'm hearing puntas and whatever.
So you mean Spanish?
What did I say?
Hispanic.
I mean Spanish.
Yeah,
Sorry.
She walkie-talkied in Hispanic.
Sure.
So you
In
mean Spanish.
That's what I meant. In Spanish, not in Hispanic.
In his Spanish.
In his Spanish.
There we
See,
go.
I was close.
Who's
Anyways,
Spanish?
so she goes, "Oh no, it's over at the other. It's over at the other one.
Hola.
They're bringing it over.
They're bringing it over.
They're bringing it over." I was like, "Okay." She's like, "Stay right here." Okay. So we stay there for like what seems like 15 to 30 minutes waiting in the hot Florida's fucking
Hot sun.
death heat.
Hot
Finally
sun.
comes up. Guy gets out. We get in. I go to drive it away. It's got 45% battery in it, and I'm like,
Oh, that's right. It has battery.
right. And I was like, you know
Not
what?
gas.
It's fine. Whatever.
This is enough to get me somewhere.
Right, because the fucking receipt says 100% battery. Right, like that's what I'm getting it, and I'm like, okay, that's
My
fine.
God, this is
So did
someone.
you-
This
you-
is someone's
I'm assuming
personal
your
Tesla.
place you were staying at had chargers or no.
Close to, but there was a Wawa right there that we used,
okay.
but whatever.
Still gotta
So,
pay
anyways,
for 'em.
again, I was like,
I don't know.
my dad would kill someone. We're fine. We're fine. This is the first day. This is the first 30 fucking minutes of vacation. Let's goose fraba.
Do you have any drinks on the airplane?
No, I should have. I didn't know that I needed them.
The way that this story is going, though, because you've said if I'm trying to handle this differently, I would have murdered someone. You've said that like 3 times. I'm waiting for the end. It's going to be like I killed a gas station attendant
By the way.
because they didn't have the soda that I wanted.
By the way, I'm wanted for murder. And
Yeah, it's one of those internalizing moments. I internalize. I killed someone who had nothing to do with the fucking situation.
Wasn't a gas station attendant, but we'll get there.
I exploded on the maid who cleaned our room.
So, anyways, we get to the hotel, and there's like this parking, like to check in, where there's a bunch of cars in a row. So we're waiting in this line, and we're waiting. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So I was like, you know what, fuck it. I'm just gonna get out and I'll check whatever. Tiffany, you stay in the car. So as I get out, I look at all these cars that are literally in a line that's labeled check-in. No one's in them. They're all parked and shut off. And there's like fucking four or five cars in this line that we've been sitting and waiting for to move because the other line's not moving either. I'm like, Jesus Christ. So I go in there, whatever, I check in, fine, cool, whatever. We get our stuff, we check in, awesome. So we actually went and played golf that night at Disneyland, which was really cool. We played at Lake Buena Vista, really nice. Beyond it being 1,000 degrees outside and in the sun, it was fun. I did that. Monday we did Epcot, which was also really good. No problems until we went and we were walking by the Frozen ride. And I was like, hey, we're here. I heard it's really good. Let's get on the Frozen ride. Okay, cool. It shows it's only like a 30.
Puns about to show up here in like 2 seconds.
I was like, it's only 30-minute long wait, and it says in line. Let's do it. Okay, no problem. So we get in line. We do our thing. We get on the boat, and right as it turns the first corner, we see Olaf and then whatever the deer or the moose or whatever it is, and it does the opening scene. You know, do you want to build a snowman? And we come around the corner, and then Tiffany pulls her phone out and takes like a picture. All of a sudden, the lights come on, and I'm like, oh, I guess we weren't allowed to take a picture. Maybe they're telling us, hey,
turn your phone. They do that in all the theme parks now.
Because I remember,
because you're
do
not,
they really?
you're not allowed on on the
I
It's a
recorded
Small
all of
World
a Small
ride.
World.
If you're on
Ew, that was like 15 minutes long.
I was like,
it's no flash photography
Right.
specifically.
Well, I
So,
remember
like, but-
back in like 2008, I rode on the Jurassic Park ride for the first time in Universal, and there was some people in front of me who pulled their phone out as we were up, whatever, filming. They stopped the ride, turned the lights on, and said, because you guys filmed, the ride's over, and they just let us go, and they shut everything off. I was
that's not
fucking
fair.
mad. That was the first time I rode it, too,
that's
right?
crazy.
And I can see
Couldn't they
the
have just stopped
T-Rex
them at
up
the
there.
end and been like, turn your
chop.
delete it.
Get a
Like,
neck chop and delete it.
Anyway, so the lights come on, and I'm like, fuck, Tiffany, put your phone away, you know, whatever. And she's looking at me like, what the fuck's it? Who cares? Like, what does it matter? And I was like, I don't know. So then they stop the boats, and then all the lights come on. Like, not just like some lights, all the lights. And we're looking around like, I can see
everybody's ugly.
right. Well, not that. I was
Like
like,
strings.
the magic is gone. I can
Yeah,
see
yeah.
how the ride works, you know? And over the line, they go, hey.
These are puppets.
They're not real. No, over the loudspeaker, somebody says, hey, we're having technical difficulties. Hold on. You know, we're trying to work through it. I was like,
Can you turn the lights back off then?
okay, you know,
Got
whatever.
Stuck on the frozen ride.
So another 5 minutes goes by. Same announcement.
You could say they
Another
were
5 minutes
froze.
goes by.
No.
You could say we were frozen. Another 5 minutes goes by. Same announcement. Another 5 minutes goes by, and they go, hey, we're trying to work through this. Give us, you know, whatever. We'll figure out what's going on. And like 4 dudes in like the Disneyland like jumpers walk by us and run somewhere in front of us. I'm like, okay.
I got
So then we're
someone-
sitting there.
someone
Turned
drawing
into a
photo.
frozen horror ride.
So then as they're walking back, I hear them murmuring to
Abominable
each other.
snowman.
I hear them murmuring to each other like, oh, they just overloaded that boat. There's too much weight in it, and it hit something.
Oh, shit. Okay.
So then I look around the corner, and I'm not trying to
Oh.
say somebody didn't do their job right,
Okay, you say it.
but there was probably 4 people in that boat that were over 400 pounds. And these are
Damn.
boats.
They should
Like,
have let it go.
Along with also other people.
Just
I
sinking
assume.
Along
in
with
4
other
inches of water.
right?
Let it go.
So anyway, so they say, hey, we're going to evacuate you from this ride because we can't do anything. But you're in water, so we have to shut this ride down because there's electricity in the water. So we had to wait another 10 to 15 minutes for them to shut everything down on this ride.
Do you have to get in the water?
No, but
Did you test the water with your hands?
I thought about it. I was like, yeah.
That's exactly what I would have been like.
Well, so they
That
had,
does not surprise me at all.
so as it happened, they had an attendant come to each boat.
Do it.
They had an attendant come to each boat and stand there to be like, all right, this is what we're doing. One at a time.
Hands and arms
No
inside.
no one but one person can stand at a time on this boat because we were literally floating.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It was kind of cool. I was like looking at shit, whatever. So we got out, and as we were getting out, they scanned our, you know, apps or whatever, and they gave us a free lightning lane for either this ride again or any other ride in the park. And I was like, oh fuck, that's cool, dope. So we can go do whatever. So we left that, and again, I wasn't like I didn't want to do the Frozen ride, but I heard it was cool, and it was like it was there, whatever. So we ended up coming around back to that and doing it later, and it was actually pretty cool, and whatever. I used the lightning lane on something else afterwards. Or did we? No, we went back and just did that lightning lane. We got in 5 minutes. It was cool. So then the next day, we go to Hollywood Studios, right?
Sure.
And there's the Toy Story land there. And the whole day, we want to get on the Slinky Dog ride, which is a wiener dog ride, right? If anybody knows. Now, not trying to throw this out there for the public, but I had a wiener dog. It died a week before we left for Florida. So this was like an emotional kind of thing for me and my wife. And she was like, let's not go on it yet. I'm not ready. Let's wait a little bit, right?
You guys, hold on. So
It doesn't matter. It's
okay,
not a real wiener dog. I get it.
I know. That's not what I was going to get at, but go ahead, keep going.
I just, hey,
But
all
also,
my wife,
it is.
the queue for that ride, there's a lot of like wiener dog pictures and things, and he's talking, and
Because it's the Slinky Dog.
I'm good. You know what
Sure.
I mean? I don't want to put my wife in a situation she doesn't want to be like around 400 people going, you know what I mean? Like, I can, you know, if you're ready, we'll go to it. So anyways, we went and did the Star Wars area, and there was a ride there that we've been waiting 4 years to ride, which is Rise of the Resistance, which is fucking amazing.
Awesome. It's the
thing that pissed me off is the first time we went there, it was on like where they were just testing it, and they're like, we might open it or we might not, and they didn't open it when we were there. So I didn't watch any video, I didn't watch anything about it until we went, bro.
Awesome, right?
I don't even know how to explain that ride.
Yeah, bro.
Because it's not a ride. We did it twice.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not a ride. It's like an experience.
Yeah.
For real. It's
Anyways, so we ended up waiting about halfway through the day to go to Slinky Dog. So we finally get on the line, Slinky Dog, because it was always like 65, 75
What's his
minutes.
name?
Slinky Dog.
Doesn't he have a name?
His name is Slinky Dog.
I thought he had an actual name in the movie. He doesn't? It's just Slinky Dog?
Just Slinky Dog.
SD.
Can anybody tell me who voices him?
I don't know, but he sounds like this.
He does.
Who's Josh?
It's my first gig.
He's my first gig.
Oh, Slinky. His name, they call him Slink.
Slink, yeah, whatever. Slinky Dog, whatever. Slink. Anyways, it's Ernest. P. Whirl.
What?
Yeah. Varney.
I didn't know that. That's awesome.
John Cena's clone. Anyways, so we finally decided, all right, let's get in line. So we ended up waiting in line for like 40 minutes. And then that shuts down.
No.
And they're like, hey, we're having technical difficulties. We'll let you know. And like, I look at my wife and she looks at me and I'm like, is it us? What are we doing? And then obviously she looks up and she's like, and I'm like, come on. So we end up waiting in line for probably 30 to 40 minutes, waiting for this to reopen. And we look at each other like, we wrote it before and we're kind of just like, fuck it, let's just go somewhere else. So we get out of line and we go somewhere else and immediately it opens back up and like there's another fucking 65-minute wait. And we're like, we're good. We don't need to do it, you know, whatever. So the next day we go to Universal Studios. And
Wait, did you guys eat over there in that area?
Which area?
By the Slinky Dog? They have a brisket mac and cheese over there. That's
And it's a great.
fucking
Is it in the
insane.
Andes, whatever
Yeah,
lunchbox?
bro.
Dude,
I
looked
wanted
at
to-
it.
I wanted to
Any
text
meat
you
is
and be like,
delicious.
when Tiffany posted the picture,
Yeah.
I wanted to text you and be like, you guys need to go get the brisket mac and cheese
I
because you will
would've.
fucking, dude, insane. But go on, sorry.
Well, we ate in Star Wars like 5 times. The fucking.
Did you guys get into the bar?
Oh yeah. Oh,
Dude,
this-
they got some bougie in that Star Wars
Oh, yeah.
place, that dinner place. They had some bougie food back
fucking
there.
Ronto wraps,
Oh yeah.
dude. And then we had
We're
something
going. I'm
else.
going. We should all go next time.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm not a Disney adult, but I'm a Star Wars guy.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
Yeah.
dude,
Anyways, so
We ate at the pizza palace.
yeah,
we
yeah.
ate there too.
In,
You eat I ate everywhere.
In
I
the Disney
ate everywhere.
Disneyland,
Yes.
not Disney World, but
Right.
that's
I
what
haven't
it's
got that
called,
blue
right?
milk
Pizza
drink. I'm like,
Palace.
this is a bad idea.
Is it not Pizza Palace?
It's so good though.
The space one.
Yeah.
From
Pizza
Toy
Palace.
Story.
is it Pizza Palace? With the
Pizza Planet, dude.
Pizza Planet.
Planet. Yeah,
Close.
we ate at
PP.
Pizza Planet. We ate at Pizza Planet.
Ah,
They serve the largest hot dogs I have like uncomfortable
I did not get a
size
hot dog, but I
dogs.
saw
like,
the hot
this man's a hot dog connoisseur.
No, and I hate glizzies. I hate glizzies. But I remember taking the video next to my dad. I was like, look what my dad ordered. And he was like, shut the fuck up. And so it was like, they talk about hanging off the
No,
bone.
we definitely
And
got
just too
pizza.
thick.
Sonic dog.
Yeah, yeah.
Too
We
thick.
Coda
definitely
dog.
got pizza because we were like,
Yeah.
You got to.
you got to.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But it was the bread that came with it that was like
Oh, yeah.
real
Life-changing.
fucking good. Like
Oh, yeah.
it was kind of like garlic bready, and it was real fucking good.
Really fucking
They
good.
know what they're doing there.
Anyway, so we go on Wednesday.
The Pizza Planet.
Yeah.
That's all they do.
It's-
So like, it's their main thing.
So anyways, Wednesday we do Universal Studios. So we did Islands of Adventures, and then at night we did Halloween Horror Nights. That way we could also do Universal Studios during that.
Stuff.
But they have the Harry Potter land or whatever there, and one of the biggest rides there is the Hagrid's whatever coaster thing, right? So it's like, all right, we're going to do that. We get in, and the other ride we want to do is a Velocicoaster in Jurassic World, which, bro, remember how you were like, I almost died on a roller coaster?
Yeah.
Motherfucker, this one does that to you on purpose.
Dope.
The way the shit goes down, it just goes over your lap.
Terrifying.
Awesome.
All just upper body just slinging
Yeah.
around.
Dude,
there.
I thought I flew out of the seat like 4 times.
Yeah.
Like literally, I thought I was dying.
You want to? Okay, so here's a G move, right?
Oh,
If you're
G
gonna
move.
go hit King's Dominion, hit Busch Gardens, wear flip flops, and then before you get on the roller coasters, especially if they're like suspended or whatever they are,
Kick them off.
yeah, you're free. It is
You're
fucking
free.
terrifying because your feet are dangling
Yeah.
right next to all of this fucking moving parts. I hit at least 4 roller coasters at King's Dominion this past I don't know, maybe like 2 or 3 weeks ago, barefoot.
Dope.
20 times more scarier than going with shoes.
That's funny. Anyways,
Anyways,
Well,
sorry.
Did you guys ride the joint at Epcot?
It's,
the
you
Guardians of the
have to
Galaxy?
be. You have to experience
That my
it.
mom passed out on that joint.
I got a story about
She
that in
was
a second.
You said the Alpengeist?
No,
No,
the
the Guardians of the
Guardian of the Galaxy
Guardians
one
of the
at Epcot.
It's crazy. It's fucking crazy.
insane.
What song did you get?
Oh, I can't remember.
Okay, we got Gloria Stefan.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember.
Yeah, they changed.
Yeah. Anyways, so
That's wild.
we're like,
It's
all
off on
right,
the soundtrack.
let's go to the Hagrid's ride, and it's the whole day. It was like 65 to like 115-minute wait, and I'm like, fucking whatever.
It's
We
really
got to
not
do
that
it.
bad. I waited 3 hours for the Avatar joint.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
anyways, we got
My
it.
edible wore off.
Yeah.
I took an edible before we went into the park because I was like, yes. And we're in line, and I was like, well, I'm sober again.
Yeah.
Like straight up.
Anyway, so we're in line for probably like
For real. I was like,
45.
I'm just scared. There's blue people. Sorry.
We're in line for
6-hour Avatar wait.
Why is everybody blue?
We're in line for 55 minutes because I remember I was like clocking it because I wanted to see how close it was. And we get to being like, I'm talking within 5 minutes of walking on, and it shuts down.
Fucking kidding me.
And I'm
I
like,
would
God
quit Disney at
damn
this
it.
point.
It was
And-
definitely you guys. It was definitely you guys.
They have to have an idea of weight.
I don't think this is
is.
well.
You think
Okay,
it was an
well,
emergency?
They
I've
usually
already-
are. They're usually pretty good. That's what even
They're
like
usually
guessing,
pretty good.
even the
Listen,
time. Like,
I've
they're
already
usually
heard
pretty good
this
about
story,
it.
so just listen to the rest of the story.
so
Let's let you finish.
so we're sitting in line, and like I said, we're like fucking 5 minutes or 10 minutes out from where it is, and we're sitting there. We're like, all right, well, we're already here. We waited so long. Let's just sit and wait, right? Let's just sit and wait. It's fine. So we ended up sitting and waiting for another like 40
6
minutes.
hours later.
And every like 15 minutes, they would come on and be like, hey, we're working on it. We don't know when it's going to be open. Feel free to stay in line or go anywhere else if you want to, and we'll let you know. So finally, like an hour later, they're like, we're closing the ride. We can't figure it out. Sorry. We were fucking, because people kept leaving, right?
Yeah.
So I saw where we were getting on the ride,
Man.
and I'm like, God fucking damn it. Like, what the hell? And then even Tiffany was taking it okay, but she's still like, it's us. It has to be
Yeah.
us. Like, what are we doing? So we leave that, and we do whatever else. And
Oh, it's
then
open.
Dude, I kept checking. I kept fucking
Right.
checking, and I was like, I swear to God. It opened obviously the next day, but we only had tickets for whatever. We did Halloween Horror Nights that night, and that was pretty dope. We got the fast passes, and good thing we did because we were dying. But then come to find out, that day on Guardians of the Galaxy, a kid fucking died.
What?
Yeah.
Damn.
So his heart stopped on the ride. They resuscitated him afterwards, and he's alive, but they found out that he has a heart condition.
Oh yeah.
So
That, like,
that
they
ride,
didn't
Oh, that
they
that
didn't
ride.
know.
Oh,
They didn't know. Now they know.
One
which
way. One way
cool.
to find out.
But apparently, people were mad.
So this
because
kid's
the ride-
alive.
Yeah, the kid's
No.
good. He's
All
good.
right, they
I
brought
mean,
him, kind of.
kind of. You
He's
don't know.
alive.
Right.
He's alive and he knows that there's a condition.
Right.
Yes.
Which is good. But obviously, people were mad because the ride was shut down for like 2 hours, and they're not gonna say why. You know what I mean? But would you be like, "Look, I'm a piece of shit? You know what I mean? Like being mad and complaining about that, and then finding out kids
Post.
Post,
You're like,
maybe, yeah.
Because literally, I'd be in line going, "Someone better be fucking dead."
Yep.
And well,
And
someone
then-
did
and then
technically
somebody
And
die.
then
And
the next day,
then
you'd be like,
they're like, "Oh shit."
Dude, I'm too much of a floater.
No, you know what I would say? I'd be like, "You fucking, how old are you?" Yeah. You'll be fine.
You'll be fine.
They did that.
Walk it off.
he's good.
Mount
Or like,
Everest
wait a minute,
when I
you're
went.
you're at Disney when
Okay.
you're 7.
They shut
Fuck
that
out of here.
shit down.
Fuck out of
For
here.
you- me?
As we're almost 40
I was out.
at Disney.
Yeah.
They were like, ride
This
shut
isn't
down.
for you.
They said the same thing, and I was like, all right, I'm getting out of here. So me and
Right.
left. We went to go ride some other ones, and then we, at the end, on the way out of the park from the safari zone,
Yeah.
it opened up, and we rode it 2 or 3 times.
That
before we
ride's
ended things.
awesome.
What ride is
Probably my favorite roller coaster ever.
Fuck, what's it called?
that? I missed
Mount
the
Everest,
first one.
I think.
It's not
Oh,
Mount Everest.
oh,
It's,
the, Yeti?
escape
Animal
from
Kingdom.
Everest.
Animal
Escape from
Kingdom one.
Everest. Yeah, where it's supposed to have the Yeti moving, but they
Yeah.
can't because it's
Yeah, because you go backwards. I was like,
Yeah,
Yeah, it
"Oh."
drops you
That
back
was my
in.
first
I
time
was
ever
like,
riding that.
oh, okay. That's really good. That's a really good coaster.
Actual reaction.
Thursday. We ended up driving to Daytona, Florida, and doing Buc-ee's, and then
Oh,
fucking-
Busey's.
yeah, old Boosie's. Oh, look at you! motherfucker. I almost wore my Boosie's today.
That's funny.
It's fine. I bought. We could do brisket. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god.
Yeah, brisket.
And then we did the Daytona Speedway, and I was expecting to be like wowed by like. So back in the day in '97, I went there and they had this huge museum, and I was like, yeah, let's do that again. They like quartered it. It's like
Damn.
I walked around it in like 5 minutes. I was like, I paid $20 for this.
Oh shit.
I was like, give
Do
me
you
my
think
money
maybe
back.
you remembered it being better, or do you
No,
think
'cause
they
I have it.
downsized it for
Yeah,
space?
you were a quarter of the size.
I have it on tape. It's
Have it on tape.
yeah,
Check tape?
You want to check tape,
I
bro?
did kick ass high school.
It's on Plex. No, I'm joking. No, they had like
Steve's
one of-
life.
it's one of the
Anytime he
family
has to
videos.
refer to it, he's just like, check the tape.
check tape.
One of the channels, yeah.
No, well they had like
Watch
this
out when
thing
I'm
where you
paying
could like
tax.
yeah. You could like change a tire and shit, and then they had like this whole thing where like a car, like the
That
car
sounds
came.
pretty cool.
Actually, right. There was a whole bunch of shit there, but now it's like nothing. It was like one room where before it was like a huge.
Some 80-year-old named Ethel.
Hello. Would you like to see the cars?
Just run away from her. She's like, ah, shit, they got away.
Oh. Anyway, so then Friday we did Magic Kingdom, and I wanted to do fucking Space Mountain.
It's not there.
What do you think happened?
It's not there.
No, it's fucking closed too.
Closed.
Shut down on us too.
Dude, King's Dominion had all the roller coasters shut down.
Well,
Also,
we did do Tron, and Tron was
I
awesome.
haven't done that one yet.
Oh,
I'll
dude.
get back for that.
It's like 45 seconds long, which sucks, but that 45 seconds, I felt
I wanna do
How's the
Solar
queue? Is the
again,
queue
too.
cool?
it's okay until you get to like right when you're getting on the ride. Like when you're in the room where you're walking into your actual place, I was like, this is dope.
Yeah.
Everything else is like this.
we should get Halloween costumes
Yeah.
that are completely blacked out,
Oh.
but then have Tron
Are we doing this again?
lights
Oh.
on them,
Oh.
and then have light up discs,
No,
and then
we're-
wait till late to go trick or treating as adults.
I'll do it. How are they going to know we're not adults?
How
My
are they
facial
gonna-
hair. You're a big adult. You're a
not
big
sure
You're a
that's
big fella, huh?
I hit a growth spurt.
I'd be the only one they'd believe, I feel like.
Probably.
So you'll be the one up front.
I'm still the size of an 8-year-old.
Can I have candy?
My friend's
Pull me around in a
13-year-old son
wagon.
is taller than me. My friend's 13-year-old son is taller than me. So cool.
Dude, everyone leaves candy out in buckets now. I'd be
Yeah, you're
don't
right.
even-
You just walk by and just.
Dump.
But then no one would see your Tron costume.
Anyways,
I know,
back to Terrifier because we're talking about Halloween now. That was my little rant of Florida. I don't know why we got into that rant, but it's fine.
You literally
You did. You said, like, I tell you about my week in
completely
Florida.
90 degree.
No, there was something that
You said
led
you guys
me
want to hear
into
about
it.
Florida? Okay, here we go.
No,
just-
I believe you prefaced it with like this has nothing to do.
You might
My
have. You
hard
might have
turn, I
prefaced
think,
it
is you.
with,
My
check the tape.
Anyways, release dates on Terrifier. So it first released on October 15th, 2016 at the Telluride Film Fest.
What a weird October movie.
I know. But then
thought it would've been
its
March.
actual release, March 15th, 2018.
A year later, 2 years later.
6
years
months. Or a year and 6 months later.
Right.
Because October to March is 6 months, isn't it?
Sure.
Count it out. That's still
November, December,
that's still pretty
January.
crazy.
Yeah.
I guess it had to catch
Traction.
momentum. Yeah.
I guess.
It's got a cult following. Like
no, it's 5
people fuck with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, there's 3 of them now.
Yeah, 3.
The second movie is way better done. Does that make sense? Story, effects. Even though the effects are pretty good in this.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty good. I like
But-
the way it was shot too. Like
I really
it was like
thought that
shot like
girl
on an
was
old,
getting
like it
sawed
was
from
done
her
like old
vagina, for
school. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the cinematography was cool.
Like, that's what I envisioned it would look like if somebody got sawed in half from there.
Maybe a little more messy.
Half.
But
Yeah.
Box
God.
office that week.
So I'm gonna, like that's a lot. Like blood makes a mess. Like
Such
yeah.
a
never
mess.
mind. Let me stop.
So
I've watched
messy.
Dexter.
Fucking
I know.
a bunch of
It's so messy. How
psychopaths.
would you know?
like a pint
How
of
would you
blood
know
will
that-
cover like 7 square feet.
How do you know
like,
that,
It's
Josh?
crazy.
Seven.
How do you know that?
square.
I've maybe I've
Maybe
How do you know that?
maybe we just know.
Just keep going on. Just keep
Whatever. I probably have more experience with blood than all of you.
Probably, yeah. I would say bi-monthly, yes.
I know I've been hurt a lot.
I've been
Like
hurt
a lot.
Yeah. I cut the tip of my finger off one time, and it looked like someone got murdered.
I've laid in the
It's
pool of
fine.
my own blood.
It was
before.
just like the
fine.
tip, and they
It's
stitched
fine.
it and they glued it. It's fine.
You
But it
gotta
looked like a murder scene. I was like, "Whoa, this is a lot." I was like, "Everybody lose a lot of blood here, guys."
I just thought
Oh,
of
who's
something.
he?
I just thought of something.
No, what?
You hit me too
What?
deep, man.
Nothing. I follow that Instagram page. I've shown you before, I think, where they do the Roe v. Bros and they walk around, they ask men question about like women's
Oh, and then
autonomy.
they put like, yeah.
And it's astonishing, but also quite scary, the things that just men don't know about women's
I mean, there's men that
bodies.
they don't scrub their ass because they think the water gets it. That's real.
Are you telling me I need to scrub?
But there are.
You need to get up in there.
What I'm
but
saying
listen,
is, yeah,
there are
get in
certain
there.
questions. I wouldn't get into all of them, but there are certain questions that I
Dude, we got separate
I would
soap
love to
bars
just go
in our
through.
house.
I would
just
love to
because.
just ask you guys. I would love to just go through and see what you guys.
Sure, hit us with one.
What your
Go ahead.
answers?
This is
Okay.
interesting.
Why are tampons different sizes?
Because the set of the
Because
vagina.
women are
'Cause of
different
the what?
sizes.
Like the women are different sizes, yeah. And
No.
some women have
Different
heavy
flow.
flows and some don't.
Yeah.
Women are different sizes.
No,
the
it
same
has nothing
thing.
to do with the size.
There's
of
such a
woman.
thing as a wide set vagina.
The
That's
flow of a
real.
woman.
But that's
yes.
why tampons
But that's
are
size
different
of the woman.
sizes. No,
it all
tampons
has-
are different sizes for heavier to lighter flows.
That's what I was talking about. I
You
Well, I
said
get
the
that
size
too,
of
but
the
there's
woman.
also I thought there was
The
size
size
of
of
the
the
vagina.
woman.
Size of
There
the
is.
woman's stuff.
Yeah.
Size of the woman's flow.
So we're not wrong.
Size of the woman.
Technically, no.
Can you pee
They
with
literally
a tampon
say
in?
heavy
Yeah.
flow.
Yes.
They're two different holes.
Yeah, a lot of guys don't know that.
No, they
a
don't.
lot of
Weird.
guys don't know that.
You don't pee out of the big hole?
A lot of guys.
Imagine
Yeah.
that.
That's because they probably haven't been like in a serious long relationship. Like that's how you.
No, you'd be surprised.
There were grown
I learned
ass
from
men.
that my first long relationship. I was like, oh,
No, there were
There's
like
another hole
there
there.
were men there
What's this
with
one do?
in some of these videos they are there with their like significant others standing behind the
Oh,
camera,
you don't like that?
listening to them answer questions, just being like, oh my god, they don't the things. Some of the other ones were like
There's people that don't wash their legs. They're like, it runs down. Like that.
I know.
saw
I
that.
know. Like
I
5
don't wash
people.
my
You
legs.
don't wash your leg.
No.
Oh my god.
No, they did.
The wa-
they,
the
they did
soap
a
just hits it.
scientific. They proved it.
No
they
way.
the
You wash your
science it
legs?
out. You don't need to wash your fucking legs.
Yeah, we're normal. Okay, got it.
There,
no,
but
no,
there
no, no.
they ask other
Let me tell
questions.
you
Hold
this
on. It
pristine
depends on
lower
the
body
day.
I got.
Stop.
No.
Stop.
No. I'm saying if I'm like hurting and I don't want to like
You're
bend
wild.
a little bit,
I don't care.
Look it up. Look it up.
I don't know.
I already looked it up.
I won't.
You look it up. I've already done the
looked it up.
research.
I already know.
I
Listen,
knew.
but there were
That's
other
I mean-
there's other questions like they ask.
Do you know what we do with our balls and wieners when we poop?
This is an important question.
Is it?
Do you know what we do with them?
No, because I feel like I've walked in and just seen Carrick on the phone while he's sitting on the toilet. So
I know,
doesn't
but
feel
do you
like
know
he
what we
does
do with
anything
them?
Wait, what do we do?
He
with
doesn't
it?
do anything.
You put them in a pocket.
You gotta hit a code.
God damn it! That's what's going
We have a special pocket that we place them in to get them out of the way.
It's the hamcock.
The Hancock.
I've never
You don't know
seen
about
this.
Yeah, I mean, people don't. They're not going around talking about the Hancock.
No, but I talk. but Carrick and I have conversations while he's sitting on the toilet.
He probably
so-
doesn't know about the Hancock. I mean, not everyone does it.
Okay, well, you made it sound like it was like.
No, we just set them on the seat.
You would just set them. Throw it over the shoulder. And,
You just gotta throw all the females off the scent of anything that we do.
There's also like one of the other ones they ask a lot is how much blood during a woman's time a month does she like get rid of? And some of these guys are like, I think it's like a liter.
what?
And I'm like, oh my
I'm
god,
terrible at volume.
would die.
Yeah, I just know that's a lot.
death, like my god. And then some of it is like what's more sensitive, the tip of a guy's penis or the clitoris?
The clitoris.
The clitoris
My
is more
butthole.
sensitive.
Wrong. It's my butt.
But some of the answers are like, well, I know it hurts more when a guy gets kicked in his junk, so I think it's the guy. I think it's that.
completely
And
different.
it's not that they don't know the answers. It's what they think the answers are that's worse.
crazy, yeah,
Like
yeah.
it would
what
almost
you
be
don't know
better.
is you've been ill-informed about the female.
It would almost be better if they were just like I don't know,
yeah, yeah.
instead of
Saying
what they
something,
think the
sticking to it.
answers are. Or they've asked like what PMS is, and this one guy was like, it's literally just a time a month where like they turn bitchy. And I was like, oh, is that fucking all that is?
Technically,
I'm not saying he's wrong.
Why are you yelling in my ear right now?
I'm not
It
saying
was
it's
you.
wrong. Yeah, it was Walter. He was on it.
anyways,
I'm
top-
not saying it's wrong, but that's like this much of what it
it
means.
is. Yeah. Box office that week. Top 10. Number 10.
This has been a strange podcast.
The Hurricane Heist.
I mean, we went from one thing that had a lot of blood
Never
in it to
heard of
another
it.
thing that had a lot of blood in it. So it is what it is.
I think it's
Hurricane
very, the
Heist?
Hurricane Heist. Very on topic for this week. And
Sure.
Did you see Milton got upgraded to a Category 5 just in today? It was a Category 1 this morning.
Yeah, Florida.
And it's
got
already a
fucked.
Category 5 in today. That's
crazy.
That's
Strong
crazy.
season.
Sounds like cloud seeding. What's up, man?
I don't
It's
know,
at like
maybe-
175
tinfoil
miles.
hat?
It's at like up to 175 miles per hour winds.
Dude,
That's
imagine that.
fucking
That almost
crazy.
sounds man-made. What's up?
The Democrats control the weather.
No, not the Democrats, just the global elite. What's up?
Hold on.
The lolly
Not
lulu.
saying.
Illuminati.
Imagine if that was real. Like they're just out in the fucking like the
Controlling
middle
the
of
weather.
No, it's evident.
New World Order.
that people control the weather.
Oh yeah, HARP is real.
What? How is it evident?
Cloud seeding and
Cloud seeding.
electromagnetic forces. Yes, absolutely. Man, you guys make me crazy. Let's go on.
They've been doing it in Dubai.
They can make storms.
I can make
They can
a
also
storm.
guarantee snowstorms.
Mm,
Yes, it's real.
mm.
There's wedding packages that offer
Wedding
guaranteed,
packages?
guaranteed no storms.
It's because they look at the forecast.
It's okay. Let's go on.
Why do you know about wedding packages that offer guaranteed no storm?
Dude,
Part of the
he's
part of the loophole.
been deep in it. he's been deep in it.
Oh, I'm in there.
I'm
New
in.
World Order.
I'm in there.
Well, it's not
Number
new- it's not new
9.
world, it's
I
just,
know.
it's just less people.
Okay, number 9. Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle.
It's a good one.
Still haven't seen it.
You think there's controlling the weather there in Jumanji?
Yeah, it's a game.
Yeah.
He's like, it's all a game.
It's all a game.
Everything is a great game. We're all in a simulation. That's the first
That would be
one,
easier because we could just stop playing.
You're right.
Fuck.
Well, no, we can't because we're stuck in Jumanji.
Yeah.
Right? Jumanji.
Number 8.
I know a guy.
I know a guy. Annihilation.
I know that one.
It's
It's the alien movie,
Oh.
right?
I
mean, it
yes
is.
and no. You should see it if you haven't seen it.
With the bubble.
It's on play. The Shimmer is what it was
Shimmer.
called. The Shimmer.
But
The
it
bubble?
But, well,
The
because
redhead?
it is
Yeah,
it's
kind
like
of,
a force
yeah.
field that they kind of go.
Oh, they go into it. It's with
Yeah.
the women?
Yeah,
Oh, I've seen it.
it's great.
Natalie Portman, right?
That bear that's like,
Maybe I'll rewatch it. I thought it was forgettable.
I mean, kind of. It's not like the best movie I've ever seen, but it's a thought-provoking.
Doesn't
like,
time
wild-
change in there?
Yes,
Okay.
time and like their molecular structures.
I'll give it a shot.
Because there's a bear that's like fused with like a person.
Complex.
And it's
Yeah, and there it's. I don't think I've ever been more
you imagine?
scared of a scream in my life.
I don't know, that crocodile thing was fucking
That was
like,
wild too. Yeah,
ugh.
it's a
'Cause
crazy
already
movie.
crocodiles bother me anyways. So like
Why?
We went to a place that feeds
They're dinosaurs, man.
crocodiles.
They are.
and
They
those-
are.
dinosaurs.
They're not. They're not. Were. They is.
That's
what I
said,
is.
they're
like they
dinosaurs.
is the dinosaur.
Right.
They survived.
Yeah, they're still here.
So,
what
like-
did they do? Go into the water?
Yeah, but you can
those
just.
are the cockroaches of the dinosaur world.
Yeah.
Like they're
They're
just still
immortal.
here.
Their cells don't die.
Hey,
I love
Num-
those videos where they're like, this is how you tell if an alligator is in the water and they touch the water and it's like, oh, it's wet. There are alligators in the water.
And seeing that they've never had to evolve,
it's wild, right?
they've got it
Peak.
figured out.
They got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, we're good.
But it's funny.
This
so
is working.
We went to
If it
an-
ain't broke.
we went to a place where you could feed alligators and crocodiles or whatever in Florida, and just watching them just do nothing, but that's peak. Like evolution is wild to me. Cause think about it.
Join the
What do
club,
you
baby.
want
All
to
they
do?
do is
Sun,
hunt.
they
All
they
they
want
do
to lay
is
in the sun,
they bask.
and when they get too hot, they get in.
They
Exactly.
bask and they hunt.
I'm hot. I'm cold.
They
I'm
bask
hot.
and they hunt.
I'm cold.
'Cause you know
I'm
what?
hungry. I ate.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
kinda
hot.
hungry.
I'm cold.
I'm dead. I'm alive.
Oh, fuck you.
And they
No.
sit there with their mouths open, all basking, which is creepy too. Like, what are you doing?
At number 7, Death Wish.
It's a good one.
Anime.
Is it?
Yes.
I don't know what that is.
No. I don't
Death
think it's
Wish?
an-
Oh no,
it-
it's
that
Death
is
Note.
a
My
de-
bad.
That's definitely.
Which one?
My B.
I thought I
was wrong.
What is Death
misconstrued Death
Wish?
Wish for the one I was thinking of. Death
What-
Proof.
Oh,
Oh,
that was the
Death
one
Proof,
you just
yeah.
did. You guys just did Death Wish.
That was Death Proof.
Oh, I thought it was a
That's what I
Clinton
did
movie
too
for a second.
immediately,
My
yeah.
bad.
Also, Death Note is what came to mind, and that's different. What's
Death
Death
Note
Wish?
is a Netflix.
Netflix. Ooh.
Death Note
Ooh,
is
not
a Netflix.
Not a
What is
Netflix
Death
movie.
Wish?
It's made after an anime. So this is Death Wish.
And this was 2018. I don't think that would have been the anime.
Anime came out early. Oh, this is a Bruce
Bruce
Willis.
Willis. The fuck?
1974. Apparently not the right Death Wish.
It's a vigilante action.
I like vigilantes.
Okay, well that's less exciting than the other ones I feel like that we just mentioned.
Yeah, the old. Okay, it's the same. You remember Charles Bronson?
Charles Bronson.
Death Clock
Yeah,
guy?
yeah.
So what they
He
just
had an
remade
original
it?
one, and this was remade after.
Oh,
it.
in 1974. Didn't you just say that?
Yeah, the original.
Did you look it up?
Yeah. Also the same year the Capitals were formed. Hello.
Oh. That's a good fun fact. Take that home. Chew it.
Think about it.
Think about it. Number 6, The Strangers Pray at Night. So The
that-
Strangers.
I've only seen.
Colon,
I've
Pray at
only
Night.
seen the
So that's a
first.
Would look it up if I
Sequel?
gave a
Well,
fuck.
I'm assuming.
I know there's been more than
The
one.
Strangers
but
is
I
pretty
thought
good.
there's
That was like a
been-
mental fuck.
I
Isn't
thought
that
there's
one at
been
the
more
house
than
they were
two.
wearing the masks?
Yeah,
and
yeah,
shit?
yeah.
And they're like, why us? And then he's like, why not?
I
Yeah,
thought there's
exactly.
been.
You're like,
Wasn't
damn.
there one more
Got 'em.
recently too?
Recall.
Like a
And he
third
kills,
one where it
remember,
was
he
like
kills the wrong
the.
person.
It's supposed to be like the.
Something.
Y'all
way
got to know. Just
started?
don't be walking by no doors.
Yeah. No,
I think the most recent one's supposed to be like how it started or something. I've only seen the first one, which I don't even know when that.
They
came
should make
out.
a short film about
Was that
something
Luke
like
Wilson
that. I think so.
Yeah.
in the main one?
Luke Wilson.
They should make a short film called The Strangers, but like
Liv
it's like
Tyler's in the
semicolon
first
The
one.
Prepared,
Oh,
and it's only
Scott
15
Stevens.
minutes long.
Because they walk in
They
and
like walk in,
boom!
and it's like people with ARs, like we've been waiting for this day. Like it's like
Glenn
a
Howerton.
real American country movie.
Yeah, but he's one of
like
the
you all picked the
bad
wrong
guys.
fucking
Yeah.
house.
Liv Tyler.
What you
I
want to do
remembered.
in here,
I didn't remember
boy?
the-
Right, and
I
then they
didn't
string
remember
him
the
up.
guy. I remembered Liv.
So, thinking of the movie that we just watched, what I wanted to say earlier, and there was a point in the movie where I thought it could have been like so much deeper. Was so when she's like, I gotta go pee, and I'm gonna go ask this dude, and she goes in that, and it feels like really awkward and really like, wait, what's really going on here? He's also a serial killer who's killing other people in that fucking
there.
building, and then
and
she
they
gets
just kinda
caught
like-
between two serial killers.
That'd been fun.
That would have been fucking wild, right?
Something about a
And then they got a serial killer
kind
off
of an
each
angry,
other.
creepy, bald thing that happens.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He was
Just
kind of
for-
nice.
bald white guy, uncomfortable at work. Pretty
Felt
normal.
like he
I
was
think
nice.
all white
though.
guys now
What's up?
over the age of 30, you're just kind of fucked.
all the same. All the same. Nothing here.
Yeah.
All here.
Yeah,
Just let it go.
and just uncomfortable. with everything.
uncomfortable.
Just don't want to be there.
I've been told I'm not supposed to talk to anybody, so I don't.
Hey, don't talk to anybody.
Yeah.
That's what we
I was
get told
watching
all the time.
Shane
Sweet
Gillis stand
women.
up,
I was saying that's
Right.
what we men get. We just
You
told
shouldn't be talking to
don't bother.
and he's
don't
like,
bother anybody.
he was talking how
That's why I
how
look like a psycho. They're like, "Hi,
chicks
can
are
I help you?"
scared
Like,
of black dudes, right?
Yeah.
And it was like, he was like, I wish people feared my dick.
oh, yeah,
The
about
only time-
Shane.
yeah, the only time I
Yeah.
fear my dick is in the corner of a parking garage. Be holding my GameStop bag.
The beautiful dick. The best dick out
Anyways.
there. Sorry. Number 5, Red Sparrow. What's
Scarlett
that?
Johansson. No,
Yeah.
what's her name?
J-Law.
J-Law.
Yeah,
Yeah. I didn't watch that.
me either.
I did.
It's the same as J.
I seen one part from it.
No,
Who's J.
very
Law?
different.
Jennifer Lawrence.
Oh, fucking goddamn it. I know
God
we were
damn.
abbreviating her name. Hey.
Where's the
Yeah.
pizza?
Number 4.
Ouch.
I'm on pizza, thanks.
But yes, I thought it was.
Go for a slice. Or
It's the
five.
first time you see her.
I can't
A
wait.
slice or 5.
It's
There's
the
no
first
more to it.
time you
want some
see
real
her
pizza.
almost fully.
I'm going to Ocean City in a couple days. I'm looking forward to it.
She goes almost full naked in that one. It's not until No Hard Feelings that she goes fully, but she goes almost full naked in Red Sparrow.
What was the timestamp on?
Let me
1 hour 25
Look at
minutes.
Mr. Skin.
You know what I mean?
Wait, what is Mr. Skin?
You know,
This is a thing?
Mr.
Sorry.
Mr. Skin.
Mr. Skin.
Mr. Skin. I like that he's making the face.
Fuck. Number 4, Game Night.
It's a good one. Wait.
Surprisingly,
Which one?
with Patrick
Rachel.
Bateman.
Rachel McAdams.
Patrick Bateman.
Oh, see, I was wrong.
Not
Jason?
Bateman. Jason Bateman. Patrick
And
Bateman is a
Rachel
completely
McAdams.
different person.
And a bunch of other random
Yeah,
people that you'd recognize. But. Is
Surprisingly.
Lamorne in that?
Who?
Lamorne Morris?
Lamorne?
Winston from New
Lamorne.
Girl, but
Yeah,
also
probably,
he just
yeah.
won an Oscar
for
for
him.
something else. Yeah.
Surprisingly a good movie. I remember watching it, but like, yeah, it's not gonna be that good. And I was like, yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Top 3 that week, no particular order. Then you guys got to guess them. Black Panther,
Oh, God. That one's been out for a while.
A Wrinkle in Time, and Peter Rabbit.
Black Panther, Peter Rabbit, Wrinkle in Time.
I'm gonna say the same, but I know Peter Rabbit did not get good reviews though. But that doesn't mean people didn't go fucking see it.
Black Panther, Rabbit, Wrinkle in Time.
So same as them.
Oh, no. I thought they went Wrinkle in
No,
Time,
we
then
said
Rabbit.
the same thing.
No, we also did the same.
Oh, just
We
kidding.
all
Same
said the
thing.
same thing.
You want to be different?
I can't hear.
Do you want to be different or not?
That's fine.
You want to be the same?
He's trying to tell you to be different. So we
I
get
thought
it correct.
you said Black Panther number 1.
Maybe he's
Yes.
trying to steer you in the correct direction.
Then
and we are
Peter,
wrong,
you guys said
so-
Peter number
They
2.
said Peter Rabbit, and then A Wrinkle in
I
Time.
mean, that feels right.
Trying to help you, bro. Number 1, Black Panther. Number 2, A Wrinkle in Time. Number 3,
I
Peter
told
Rabbit.
you. I told you. You're trying to steer him in the other
Trying to
direction.
help.
That's fine.
I'm just trying to help.
I was confused by my own tactic. I was like, that's not what I said.
I don't. What?
And then I was just lost.
I'm here,
but
but I'm
He was
not.
like, I don't
He
know. I'm
fucking
just
threw you in a circle, a little whirlwind.
Yeah, wasn't ready.
All right, this is where things are gonna get a little.
Who
little,
am I?
Go ahead.
Who you are?
Who's this?
What's going on in here?
Budget time. This is where things are getting a little murky, because this is kind of like an indie movie, right? Let's be real. So, what do we think it costs to make?
$15 million.
$30,000.
Oh.
Terrifier.
I'm going under $1 million. Nah, 1.2.
1.2. So I guessed 100,000.
Oh,
Wally, what'd you say?
Oh wow,
30.
I said a
30,000?
shit ton.
You said a lot.
I
15
said
million.
a lot.
It is estimated at 35,000
Wow.
to 55,000.
Wow.
you guys could not tell me that this did look like the cheapest fucking thing.
I mean,
No,
it
it
did,
did.
but
Well,
I'm bad at this part.
I text Josh at one point. 'cause
even
he had
you guys were like, while we were watching it earlier, I was forcing you guys to watch the end again. You're like, this looks like the same place that they filmed earlier. Because
it
painted
was,
white.
yeah.
when Josh and I were both watching it, I texted him and I was
Paint's
like,
not cheap.
I was like, this
Right.
was filmed
$50,000 a can
in
of
2016. Why does it look like it was filmed in 1997? I was like,
Probably
because
because it was filmed on the same cameras
Yeah.
from
That's what
1997.
he was
yeah.
like, I
Hey,
think
I
it's on
found this
purpose.
camera.
Right. Let's
There's
use
even
it.
film left.
Oh, what?
Yeah, he was like,
Dude,
I
I
think
honestly-
it's on
Film.
purpose. And I was
That
like,
was a throw in the dark,
or
too. I
was
didn't
it
expect
mom's camera they filmed it on? Like,
So, what do we think it made? Now, I want to say something. It was re-released in theaters in like 2021 or 2022.
So
What,
does
what are
this
we
count?
basing this price on?
so does
then?
that count?
Yes. So because I was very, very hard for me to find the original box office or original numbers for everything. It only will give me the overall money it made forever in theaters.
All of
for
it's had
theaters.
to.
17 mil.
Okay. Did you say something? I heard you say something, but I didn't know if it was a number.
Did you say something?
It wasn't.
Okay.
You said 17?
My
Yeah.
eyes look tired. When I just looked at you, just then they felt tired. So
We
should I
all look
high?
tired. We're over 30.
We're old.
We're old.
I'm one
We're
glass of wine drunk. I've
We're
been one glass of wine drunk for
over
like 35
35.
minutes.
We can't
Dude,
even
I'm
say
having
over
with this
30.
Baja Blast.
We
No,
can't
I
even
was drunk last
say-
time. Not drunk, but I was like, oh, I've had an extra drink.
We can't even say over 30 anymore. We are over 35. We've passed the halfway point
Molson?
of 30.
That shit's like
From
moonshine.
Canada.
Yeah, it's moonshine. Hell yeah.
Get it.
Now,
Hell yeah.
I know I was present for it, but I just want to
I'm good.
say again, it
gotta
was
go work
not
tonight.
in the
Next
top
Monday.
10,
Trying to
right?
help you.
Next Monday.
No.
sure.
At all.
I'm gonna bring them to go see the
Nope.
Terrifier. Fucking
I'm going to
road
say
pops.
11 million. Oh, wait, but it counts the other 23 million.
Chug.
Lord.
I'm saying 11 million because that's what I was going to say. That's why I was like, that's
If
what I
that's
meant.
right, I'm going to punch him in the face.
I guessed.
I'm going to corkscrew you.
Whoa.
I guess sub million. So under
Under
$1
a
million.
million.
It made $416,000.
Enough to make a second
Wait,
one.
wait,
Yeah.
wait. And that includes its re-release.
Yes.
Okay.
You got to think this is not going to be a wide release. This is not going to be something that everyone's like, "Oh, y'all gonna
No.
fucking see this," or was it in theaters for very long?
Because I
Probably
also
not.
feel like a lot of theaters were like, no,
Yeah.
I'm not putting this in my theater.
Wait, she got vagina halved?
she got half. Which way?
It's not quite A
From
to
the
C's.
vagina down. Do you see anything? Oh, you see it all.
No,
Not for me,
pass.
bro. Not for me.
Nah.
So even all that, that's crazy. Those are a lot of.
What
like,
if somebody
fake
was
blood.
like, oh no, that doesn't bother me. I
Like
just
that,
don't
that
like
was like
clowns.
it was what do they call it? It wasn't CGI. Like,
We
it
don't
was
do
all
it.
precision.
We don't do
Know
clowns
Yeah,
here.
it was all
what they call it?
in camera.
The vagina slicing I don't mind, but I don't fuck
Practical.
clowns, so
Practical
God,
effects.
No
see, that
thanks.
fucking ruined it for
no
me.
thanks. Yeah, the
what?
clown's done.
What were-
I'm
I'm
saying
still-
some theater somewhere was like,
Vagina slicing?
not
Clowns?
a big deal,
No.
but clowns,
Yeah.
we don't do clowns here. Sorry.
Those are terrifying.
Yeah.
Would you say you wouldn't do it?
They did it.
Like Pennywise.
Yeah. Sorry. Sorry.
I'm sorry.
You know what's
did
funny is
not.
today I was watching Modern Family and it was early season, like within the first 10 episodes.
Never seen an episode.
And it's actually a good entertaining show, but it's one of those shows, same as a lot of shows where in the later seasons you're kind of like, okay, like I feel like what else could we do at this point? But it was an
Wrap it up.
episode where Cam wanted to dress as a clown for their son's birthday party, and Phil, the dad, was like, "No, Luke's afraid of clowns." You end up finding out that it was
All right.
Phil.
We're doing this.
Phil who's afraid of clowns. So he shows up still dressed as a clown because he's like, "Oh, the kid will get over it," and Phil's like,
Just did clown
that was
services near
today.
me. All right.
and that was today that I watched that
Best
after
te-
watching the fucking Terrifier yesterday.
Best 10 clowns in Calvert County.
Best 10 clowns.
Striped socks,
Striped
Striped
socks.
socks.
I don't like that.
Classy colors, the clown.
but there's two in that picture.
I think it might be because they're black.
Lola,
Maybe one's classy and one's colors.
Look, Sorry.
Okay.
It looked like that's what it
Color
was.
the clown.
Layla the clown.
Just a
She's
black
only
dude
got 3.5. Dude, these
If
they,
you listen to us, we're not hating on your business, by the way.
they have
Sponsor our podcast.
these are
These are
Yelp
local
reviews, by the way. Stripe Rocks Entertainment, 5 stars. He looks like he's a ventriloquist too. Maybe.
How
Don't
many?
know.
How many?
2
reviews?
reviews.
For
There's
5.
2. No,
So
there's
that's
2.
him and his wife.
There's 2 reviews.
This
Classy
guy's
colors,
great.
Classy Colors the Clown, 5 stars.
One
One
review.
review.
That's him going. I'm
Layla-
amazing. Wait, this guy's
Layla
amazing.
the Clown, or Lola, sorry, Lola the Clown, 3.7, 6
Oh, I
reviews.
don't. I just from this, the picture, I don't like it.
Oh God, Fast Freddy the Clown, 1 star.
Fast.
Is 0 stars an option? This person was ghetto. That's the person. Hold on, let's read the whole thing. Let's see.
I don't
let's
want.
see
Oh
what,
my
let's see what this
I
says.
don't think I. What is he
Oh,
doing with the bunny rabbit?
he's kissing a bunny rabbit.
Does he break it?
Is 0 stars an option? This person was ghetto. I
like
was given
this
this
bunny.
contract information. He's the best in the area. Experience, he's the worst.
Yeah, he's the best in the area, but
Oh,
experience the
he-
worst.
He was asleep
People
when I
legitimately
called
hire
at
clowns.
9
though? That's still a
a.m.
thing.
Let's do that.
This is
He
terrible
was-
review.
That's yeah.
Terrible
he was
review.
he was asleep when I
What
called
if-
at 9 a.m. and was seemed annoyed that I woke him up.
Dottie the Dot Clown.
What if we hired a clown?
Want a disease?
Right. Hear me
Miss
out.
Susan Balloon.
To do nothing,
Balloon
That would bother
twister.
me
I
more.
don't like that.
but just hang
Why
out.
would you call it
Like
balloon
we're
twister?
watching.
That's a good one.
We're watching football on a
Clowning
Sunday.
around.
We
That's
hire a
weird.
clown
That's a good
to be
name.
like, hey,
But they've got 2.
come watch the game.
Come
with
hang
us.
out.
Yeah.
Full makeup.
Here's a beer, full makeup.
I don't
weird.
like
Let's
that
hang out.
balloon twister.
Just don't
stuff.
trust
The
it.
thing is, these
Maybe
are all
make me a balloon.
DC area,
football.
so there's
So
not a lot of
trust
clown services have clearly thinned.
Not in Southern
I've
Maryland. These
clearly
are all
been.
still
Like
like Waldorf
DC.
and
They
up.
probably have an agency you go to now.
They
You're not just
got a
going to the
clown
clown.
union.
Probably. You gotta pay your dues, bro. Anyways, tomatometer time.
Or
Rotten Tomato
onion.
score. What we
Whatever.
think
World
the critics audience gave Terrifier out of 100%. Terrifers.
52-57.
52-57.
40, 42, 48.
Looking at.
Which one's
Let
first?
them-
There's
let 'em
so
do.
many clowns
Critics
on
audience.
Critics?
That's so many
I'm
clowns.
going to go
in one place.
51-64.
51-64. I guess 25-35.
Oh wow.
Actual critics 58-53 audience.
Oh, wow.
Higher than I thought.
I was flipped.
You were flipped. Almost
I just
got
feel
it.
like it's a small. I feel like it's because it was a smaller group that saw it, and
Don't look at
and
that.
generally,
They got insurance. The WCA,
That
World
was
Clown
close. That was
Association.
close.
They have insurance. It's a union. They got a union.
Oh my
They're
God.
unionized.
What was it?
It wasn't that bad.
yeah, it was just
Well, but
great.
that's
It's
why
just
I'm
something that
asking,
it's something
because-
that I did about 25 minutes ago, and I'm like, oh fuck, I do.
That's why I'm asking
I
though,
didn't see
because
it.
Of
to anybody
America.
watching, it makes it look like you accidentally opened some rough
Ambassadors of Joy.
No, it wasn't that bad.
There's
Nothing he hasn't seen before in his life.
Facts.
Mid-Atlantic Clown Association.
shit. Be alive.
What? Still on this clown.
Oh yeah,
I
he's
can't.
looking
I can't get the. Yeah. Well, the big one is Clowns of America. I think. Oh no,
Oh.
the World Clown Association.
Hands
The
across.
WCA.
America.
We almost made it. Almost made
Just in
it.
case you didn't know.
Couple states.
And the Clowns of America International.
If that movie is ever on TV,
Watching it.
just doing what I'm doing, you got to finish that. Fucking.
Oh, I was saying because I feel like it's a small niche group anyway. That
Clowns.
the no, I mean the movie. Like
Oh,
the,
yeah,
the
yeah.
same movie. I feel like it would have higher
Clown-
ratings
clowns.
because people want to see it versus like they have to.
That makes sense. Well,
Why
speaking
do
of,
kids like clowns? It's good. It's just
No,
the
they
colors,
they
right?
don't like
Because
clowns.
I feel like I've never
No one
liked
likes clowns. No one likes it. Everyone's like, yeah, I fucking love a clown.
there was a transition probably between like
you're right.
jesters
No
and
one-
clowns.
What's the first thing you say? Oh,
Only
I don't
form of
mind them.
entertainment.
does a
kinda thing.
clown like clowns? Like, if you're a clown, are you like, I love this?
Like what
Probably
made,
not.
Yeah,
they hate
because like what
themselves.
made you decide to be a clown?
Because they're fun.
Oh, because people will love me. Do they? Or are clowns
Do
just
they?
people that parents are forcing on their children because they think that's what you do? at
Clown
kids'
college
birthday
was
parties?
real.
It still
It is.
Still,
It's- that's
apparently.
the thing.
Steve-O went to fucking clown college. Anyways, top and lowest reviews from IMDb, the
we go.
newest funny thing. So, audio dose BN11. You see that? Audio dose
Is it Spanish?
It almost was like
band. Oh, audio dose band
Audio
11.
Dose Band, yeah.
It's all one word. It looks weird. 11 of March of 2022.
10 out of 10.
This movie is sick, nasty, awesome. If you love gore or 80s slashers, you're going to love this. One of the best gore flicks I've ever seen since Evil Dead in 2013. or Lucio Fulci's The Beyond in 1981. Never heard
Gotta
of
look
that.
that shit up.
I love Art the Clown. He doesn't talk. He has no backstory. Pretty much no BS, just gore. I am so ready for the coming sequel, and I'm hoping this gets many more movies, and they keep ramping up the gore. I'd love to see something that comes close to Cannibal Holocaust, and this comes damn close. 10 out of 10. Don't watch Cannibal Holocaust.
Is that the one where they're lost in the jungle?
No, that's green.
Kind of. That's green.
Oh,
was
that
it.
one's fucked up.
Yeah.
No, not green. Green something.
Yeah.
But that
Tourists.
is fucked up.
Yeah, that one's bad.
What's Cannibal Holocaust? Sounds like the E people.
So there's yeah. Cannibal the musical is you want to watch. It's made by the guys that do South Park.
Mhm.
It's hilarious. Cannibal Holocaust is what it says it is, and it's just it's not a good movie. It's just gore for
okay.
gore. Anyways, low from Henry 8311 of August of 2023. So this is relatively new. A scary clown serial killer known apparently as Art the Clown goes around killing in the most visceral ways possible various people that he comes across for no apparent reason. I'm more than happy to watch a fun slasher horror a la Nightmare on Elm Street, Halloween, even Friday the 13th. These were scary, had a dark sense of humor, and were often quite tense within something like a story. Then there is Terrifier, which just has the stupid-looking clown moving from one person to another, usually slicing them to bits, end of story. It is not tense, never scary, and devoid of any emotional drive. 2 sequels followed, and the film itself, presumably because of the extremely unpleasant killings, where the whole budget was seemingly spent, has something of a cult following. I found it boring and dumb beyond belief. 1 out of 10.
I think this is the first time that both of those feel completely valid to
Right?
me.
Yeah.
Like, both of those statements feel 100% valid.
Yeah,
At least he was logical though and said, "I understand."
Right.
I understand. That's why I get it. I'm like, I understand the cult following.
Yeah,
I get it.
but is it
Not-
good?
But like,
It's not great.
No.
Depends what you're into, dog.
I would put it on like I would put this on again like maybe if you were like a Halloween thing and just have it rotating.
Sure.
You know what I mean? I wouldn't put it on to watch it. Maybe with someone who hasn't seen it.
Take out the vagina slicing.
Movie
Is the
says-
Then it's
movie?
just boring.
You're right. Is the movie as
That really
as,
gave it the edge, huh?
is the movie as memorable?
Sharp edge.
I think so. I'm traumatized.
But
the
Are
vagina
you?
shit got it for me.
Yeah,
I'm going to be
that's
I
honest.
told you I'm a soft tissue guy. So the opening
oh,
murder,
okay, it was worse than
the opening murder, like this
But
thumbs
that is
in the eyes
that
to
is
me.
soft tissue. Though.
Because that's I get
I
that.
also I need to say I text because I
She didn't
text
hear that. What?
Josh. No, I text Josh after I watched it because he watched it before I did.
Not wrong.
I text him like a half hour. What was it like halfway through the movie, and I was like, "So her sister's gonna be the girl from the beginning, right?" And this whole thing's a flashback. He was like, "I didn't even pick up on it until the end. How did you pick up on it?" And I was like,
I picked on.
I was like, I feel like now
I'm.
I'm just trained to look for these things, and and as soon as it felt like it was a flashback, then I just was like, okay, which girl is gonna be this girl? And
Yeah.
she seemed the obvious choice.
I try to watch movies like an idiot. So I'm just
I was
like,
about to say, it's my
like, that's
question
tr-
was
that's-
very similar. Do you guys wish you kind of
Did it?
could watch movies like that again?
So
No,
it
I
depends.
think I can. If it's done well, I feel like I don't miss those things.
It
but-
depends on the movie.
mean, I do.
Right? Like if it's telling me I need to be paying attention to things, then I'm going to. If it's a dumb movie that I'm just like, I'm just gonna turn my brain off and watch it, and it's enjoyable, and then something happens, and you're like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. I'm not mad that I
See,
didn't
to
pick it
me,
up.
sometimes I feel like it's the opposite. Like, I think because this movie was so, like, mad to me while watching it, I was just, at this point, trying to figure out, okay, what's the thing? And so then my brain was like, oh, well, when she showed up, I was like, God, she even kind of looks and sounds like the girl that
Right.
was from the beginning.
well, like when
so,
I will say the most genuinely shocking part of the movie for me was the end. Like when he killed himself, I was like, oh shit, that's it. I was like, he's just out.
And just fucking
Yeah. I was like, damn.
well, because you also
But he's
didn't,
not.
you didn't know that he was going to be, like, supernatural.
yeah.
You
What
just
was
thought
that-
he was some weirdo killing people.
What was that movie that we said I stayed after the last podcast we watched? It had what's his face running around, the masked chick. It was like a complete action flick.
Oh, Boy Kills World.
That movie's dope.
So Steve puts on this movie, right? This is
You
a
had
great
never seen it?
example. I'd never seen it before.
Never even heard about it.
Steve put on this movie, and it was shortly after I think it was directly after the podcast. And I sat down and watched it, and maybe I was in the same headspace. But I start picking out the beginning of the movie. I start seeing everything directly, like missing family members, missing sister, missing mom. And then the first compelling female that came on screen,
You're like,
I was like, oh, that's a sister.
That's a sister, yeah.
Immediately. And I'm like, okay. I wish I kind of didn't do shit like that.
Well, when
That
you guys,
movie puts it on a platter for you.
Yeah.
when
Dude,
you
that
guys
one-
made me watch, and I say that,
Made you watch.
yeah, the James Bond movie, and I remember
I mean,
like
Which one do we watch? James Bond
This-
one?
fucking Goldeneye.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Yeah.
with it right after
Goldeneye.
he like
It's
left
terrible.
and that and
I
his
love it.
partner died and stuff, I was like, well, he's the
006.
bad guy. Like I
It's him.
instantly,
It's him.
as soon as it happened, I was like, okay, well, he's
Yeah.
he's gonna be the bad guy.
Yeah, there's sometimes where I do that, and then like, because like I'm used to people asking questions, so I'm always like, stop, like just enjoy it, like you know what I
Yeah,
mean.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
I tell people that all the time. Like just try to
You can
release.
oonga boonga anything, can't you, buddy?
Dude, I really can't. It's a talent.
No, what pisses
Mouth
me
open.
I
Wait,
have
what'd you say?
friends. I have friends who purposely look up movies while they're like they look up the
Trash.
spoilers while
I
they're
know.
watching them,
Why?
and I'm
People-
like,
who?
Why
Who?
are we watching this?
I need to know
Actually,
who.
none that you know.
Okay, good.
They don't
'Cause
live
I'll-
around here. But I was like, why would
Put
you
your phone
want
away.
to
Yeah,
know
right.
this? Especially if I'm showing you this
People-
movie. I feel like it's an insult to me that like
Yeah.
I put this movie on because I want you to experience this
And
and
you're
you're
just-
fucking ruining it.
People do it. People with anxiety tend to do. I know
I
people
have
with
anxiety and I
that
still
tend
can't
to
do
do
it.
that.
I-
I'm not
I
saying
need to
it's,
know.
it's not unanimous.
I'm
but
in
I'm
for
saying
the ride.
Yes. If I've chosen this, then I want to experience the movie. Like
Exactly.
I try to put my phone down. Like lately, especially ones that we watch for this. I'm like, move my phone down.
Well, that's a good test of a
Like,
movie.
yeah,
if
how
it can
fast you
keep
pick it up. Yeah.
exactly. right?
usually the only time like if I'm looking up stuff about the movie about a movie or show while I'm watching it is because I'm looking up a person or something
Sure,
that's
yeah,
in it
you're
and
like,
I can't
I know this
and I
motherfucker.
can't get it out of my head until
Right.
until I look it up. But I'm not looking up spoilers or like what happens at the end of why didn't this person die? Like blah 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 before the movie's over. Like I need to get to the end.
All right,
first.
let's do this as quick as we can. Favorite character and favorite scene at the same time. Because I mean, favorite character. Yeah.
Is there one?
Oh, Mike, the bug guy.
Honestly, though,
bombing
yes.
for bugs. Yeah.
Honestly though, yes, because I feel like
He tried.
he tried
tried
and
to
like
help.
died a hero.
She's bleeding everywhere.
Died a hero.
He got his
honestly.
face.
And he ate
Smushed.
one, with a hammer.
Also,
Smushed
but,
right
like,
in the face.
follow-
and then
up?
got up like nothing.
Follow
Well,
up
yeah,
though,
man.
the crazy cat lady, because I feel like she was just trying to live her life in
In
the
the
crazy
catacombs.
Yeah, do you think
silence.
the bug guy knew she was down there?
In crazy silence,
No.
no, she was just gonna get bombed, bro, and
Yeah.
died.
She
And
might
her
look
baby
like she'd
would
been
have
bombed a
died.
couple times.
And her baby was
what
gonna
happened to
die.
Baby, I think I might have missed that.
He took it and then
It just
threw it, and
never-
then just threw it on the ground.
Then he cut her things off, gave her.
Scalped her and then
I know what he did to
chested
her, but I didn't
Yeah, he
see
just-
anything.
I think
Well,
he just took
remember,
it away and walked.
Tara's
and,
sister
like,
finds the baby on the floor.
Yeah. No, the guy that comes in to find Mike, the bomb,
yeah,
the bug
he
bomb
finds
guy,
it.
he finds it.
Keanu,
And then
Because he
gets
steps on it.
he gets
Yeah. But like that lady is just down there living her life, and she was actually like she was a nice crazy.
She was having a
person,
nice life,
too. She was like, "Are you the new neighbor?"
Yeah, for sure.
I'll do the pizza store
And she,
clerk.
when
Yeah.
she, when
Steve,
she
What the
hears
fuck did you do in here?
when she hears this
Shit on
stuff
the wall.
going on and she's just rocking baby and she's like, oh, I guess the new neighbor didn't work out.
right.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
hilarious.
When he goes to answer his phone and he just chops his hand off, I was
Yeah.
like, nice.
Yeah.
I, was like,
I
that's
guess
a good move.
I might have a soft tissue thing too because I was trying to think of favorite scenes and the part where the Achilles part where it's like he keeps trying.
And he's like gnawing, like sawing at it.
specifically going for that was a lot for me. I was like, oh,
That-
she's
so-
still there. Oh, and he does it like 3 times, right? 3 or 4 times.
That
Like,
part, that stuff like
I
that
was like,
bothers me, but it's
oh,
because I
yeah.
That's
have,
what they say. Pizza guy is in the face. He's just stabbing him in the face, like, ha, ha. I'm
I
like,
have,
stop.
I have a slicing thing, like this, like the big stuff doesn't
You don't
actually
like it
bother
sliced.
me. Like full on, like head chopped off stuff like that doesn't bother me. But
Yeah,
like,
no problem.
but
No
like
problem.
later when he's whipping that thing at her that's got the bleeds on it
Scissors,
and is just
blades, yeah.
slicing her body, that kind of gives me like a, because like
Infection.
because like no, but like the
It's a slow death.
Least
but
of your
like
worries.
like even like massive paper cuts like that kind of stuff bothers me like the
You watch
like,
Jackass?
yes that's what I was gonna say so in
Stop.
Jackass when
The
he's their
fucking
paper
lip.
cut
La, 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 la,
See,
la.
that
didn't they get
bothers
his
me.
nose? Yeah.
yeah that
I
shit
vomited.
bothers
I
me
had to
shit.
leave. I was going to vomit.
that bothers
for
me
real.
so the slicing stuff that,
Have you ever been
that
cut by
gets
sheet
me.
metal? Like I've been cut by
Yep.
sheet
Oh,
metal
yeah.
before. That you talk about deep and fast.
Especially,
you don't even feel it.
dude, sheet metal,
You
I'm
don't feel it
running
until it's
electrical
ripped,
wire.
dude.
The studs, metal studs.
Oh, yeah.
That are not like enclosed. I would pull wire, like fucking 100-foot things of wire back in the day. and I fucking calm down, and I yanked real hard straight up between two
Still going?
studs,
Okay.
and it went whoop,
You
right
yanked
through
real
my-
hard between two studs.
You
My
can still
God,
see it.
what a
Talk
night.
about blood. I've been fucking covered in blood a ton. See that right there? That was from that fucking
See
stud.
that right there?
And then I whipped my hand out. I'm
Right
like,
next to
what
that
the fuck?
solid
This
tape.
whole
And I
story
flew
is
river.
blood,
very.
Yeah.
a blood line
The
across the wall. I'm
whole
like,
story
"Ah!"
is very sexually driven. That whole story.
Good for you.
Yeah. That happened to the watch too. I fell with the watch and the clamp right in the wrist.
Damn.
Clamp down, pulled the watch off, and I go to walk back to get a towel and like a tourniquet, just a fucking trail of blood
Son.
all the way to the skate park.
I
all
also
the
have
way
to
from
say
the top.
at the end,
People are like,
when the cop called in and was like
fine.
and was like multiple casualties, and then he was like, "This one's still alive." I was like, "That's still a casualty, my man.
Yeah, see?
We learned
The things you
something.
learn.
That's still a casualty."
Still
I don't
fucked him
agree.
up.
Yeah.
Someone the other day told me the tomato is a fruit. I was like, it's not only.
It's
It's a berry.
it's a very
Whoa.
you learn shit on this podcast. Just want to say
Do you
that.
know how many people I've aggressively told that a banana is a berry to in such an angry way because I
Kinda
can't
ruin
be
things,
the
right?
only one. Yeah, I can't. I just can't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's-
I can't be the only one that traumatized by that. And
You
Why
are
is
the
it a
watch
berry?
the
Because it was
world
grown by
burn.
vine? Is that why?
it's no, it was multiple
Seeds?
things. Like there's like 2 ovaries versus 1 ovary.
Yeah, plants have
Tomatoes
ovaries,
be
bro.
fucking?
Yep.
But like yeah, it's all these
Solid.
things with the seeds and the skin and the
You know-
flesh.
You know who won't be fucking? The girl in this movie who gets sawed in half.
No, she's her.
But
fucking,
she
her
was
fucking days
fucking.
are over.
You could
In the
tell
second one,
she'd
someone
be
gets a
fucking
pee-pee
before
cut
that.
off.
You could tell before that though.
It's
she
crazy because
she'd
he
be
holds
fucking.
on to it and he keeps it.
She had
I
that
mean,
weeby fucking
Puts it in his
vibe.
pocket.
What would
for
you
later.
guys do?
Actually,
Never know
can't
when I'm
tell
gonna
me you
need.
can't
I don't know when I'm
reattach
gonna need
yourself.
this again. Like,
on
you know.
that note,
Yes.
one of the most frustrating parts of the movie for me is more the beginning when they're in the pizza place and he's just staring at her. Because I can tell you right now, I would not have just been staring back. I would have lost my fucking shit on that person.
But also,
I would have died so early because I would have lost my
Okay,
fucking shit
all
on
right.
that
I was
guy.
gonna say, but also that's a murderer and you're getting killed.
But I don't know that. But you don't just sit there and fucking stare at me like
Well-
that. And then my friend, I would have killed her too.
Yeah, 'cause
So
she
I'm
was
like, are you
annoying.
fucking kidding? Don't tie us. I would have left that pizza place.
It just reminds me of like Pretend Land because it's like, oh, I kicked him out. You're safe. He's right there.
You're right, you're
He's
right.
right outside now. and
he's still there.
And now guess
Do you
what?
think I'm
I have to
leaving?
leave.
Yeah.
You think I'm leaving?
Super
Right.
safe.
I
Thanks.
live here now, man.
Yeah.
We live here together now.
Yeah,
so,
what time do you close? Because I'm leaving with you.
Part of me
Take
thinks
me
this
home.
movie isn't scary because I feel like at numerous points in time, I could have like punch assassinated
him.
this fucking clown.
Yeah.
You
But
know?
hold on, he's supernatural too, right? So that's the thing that you
He
don't
I don't
really.
think he
also
does
left
becomes
it-
until the
he
end, though.
threw
Yeah,
him
I think
out
he's human in the
without
whole-
his bag.
Because he's putting makeup on.
He
But then
threw him out
demon
without his
can put
bag.
makeup
Had
on.
he not given him his bag back,
You're
Also,
right. You're right.
can we
Movie
talk
could have
about
been
that general
completely not
contractor
happening.
trash bag? One heck of a trash
yeah.
bag.
Oh yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Maybe that was a
It's like
double bag.
quadruple
Yeah,
ply.
well, I know those bags. I was like, I know those bags.
You can
fill
Like,
that up with
like,
water.
Yeah, dude. They'll hold like 200 pounds in that fucking bag.
He had all
Porny
of that.
things. Whatever.
also the fucking like, I mean, I get she was drunk, but as
You
a
wanted to hurt
woman,
her.
most of the women I knew, like, you're not just gonna go and sit on that creepy dude's lap and take a picture thinking
what
this
you're
is fucking
saying
funny
is
because
when
like
he does the selfie with her at the end, when she's cut in half,
that's
it's
kind of funny. I'm not
it's
gonna lie.
warranted.
I actually think that's funny, but
this is
I'm saying I'm
the
that
time
girl.
of the year though that you see people like us and you're like, oh, okay.
I'm that girl that's
Until-
getting
Right.
stared at. I'm not. She was just staring back at him
Not saying I'm
for
gonna
way too fucking long. I
Going
would have been
up.
like, if you lost your fucking mind.
murder spree or anything, but wouldn't Halloween be the perfect night to do it?
Probably.
I think we.
No, I would have called the cops on some dude who was just staring at me. To be honest with you, in this,
No, he's
in
dressed
this
like
day
a-
and age.
He's dressed
wearing
like
a
a
scream
clown
mask.
on
I feel like in
Halloween.
this day and
Okay.
age,
He's
that's
wearing a
almost
scream
enough.
mask.
Right.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Keep an eye out.
I would ask any what the fuck moments, but come on,
Whole movie.
Whole
Vagina
movie.
cut.
Vagina cut.
I also didn't
Any
really
murder
like
in
that
this?
when Tara
Tara,
was trying to get out and she's just using that pole banging on that fucking deadlock.
what is she gonna do?
Honestly, that door was wooden. I probably would have tried to just go right for the fucking door. She
Every
has a
escape in
pole.
this was
Why are you-
terrible.
Or hit him.
Here's the
You've
thi-
got a fucking lead pipe. Why are you attacking a deadbolt?
They've stabbed once and dipped.
Yeah, that's why I
Double
never
tap.
got.
Multiple times.
Double
And he got
tap.
hit in the back. he got
Double
hit in the
tap,
back one.
exactly. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Or like don't.
or
Or
the
when she's
opposite.
fighting him. She's whipping his ass, and then she's like, "Come on, no,
You're right.
He's down.
Double tap.
Smash
Tell
the
you
head
what, yeah, give
all
him
the
a
way
couple
in.
more
Like,
hits
put that
and
two
then
by
get the
four.
fuck out of there.
That's where he fucking Trump carded her. He was like, God!
Yeah.
But I'm with you. Like, give him a couple more hits
That
while he
leg
spins
over.
over.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. It's a
Hit
Hit
40.
his fucking
God.
back.
Was it a 45? It was a
She
45.
could have bashed him in
flesh
his
Was that a little
fucking
9/11?
spine when he was bent over, then she could have bashed him with that 2x4 in his fucking spine. He would have collapsed and then hit him a couple more times in the head. Out. Booked it. Out
But
of
he's
there.
also supernatural, so you just
not
like,
how they
We
work.
don't know that.
This is
She
the whole
doesn't
thing.
know
That's how they
that.
work.
True.
How does Mike
He
Myers
can be
catch you? He
injured.
walks a mile an hour, but he catches you.
He may, that's the
fucking
thing.
there.
He's coming.
That's the thing.
just
He may be
makes sense.
supernatural, but he can be injured because
Yeah,
he was
totally.
in pain. You could see pain.
Totally kick his ass.
Speaking of pain,
The fun facts of the fucking week.
I'm waiting for Steve to move it.
Mike Gianelli, the
Was that
original.
Mike Winner.
Okay, hold on. There was a
Always watching.
there was a Monsters.
watching.
There was a Monsters Inc. Not ride, but experience. It's called the Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor. Dude,
Did you go to it?
it was great
Yeah, it's fun, right?
because Roz is literally doing the same thing the whole time. It was really good. And it's live.
watching Mike Wazowski.
It's live, so they're making fun of people who
Yeah,
are doing
and
something.
the-
It
and
was
the
really
thing,
cool.
yeah.
It was cool.
That's cool.
Anyways, Mike Gianelli, the original Art the Clown in the Ninth Circle in 2008, Terrifier in 2011, which was a short, and All Hallows Eve in 2013, decided not to reprise his role due to how long it would take to apply the heavy prosthetics and makeup. David Howard Thornton took his place. Director Damien Leone, or Leone, depending, said of the change, Mike may as well have been a guy dressed as a clown, whereas David is a clown. He is a walking cartoon. He is Roger Rabbit in real life, and you'd never believe that he's Art the Clown, but he knows how to flip the switch and bring it into a dark place.
Nice.
I just shared something I'm not proud of.
Oh, God damn it.
Before this movie was ever even picked to watch on this podcast, so like a week and a half ago,
Sure.
just before you picked this movie, someone told me I looked like the Terrifier.
Who?
Somebody that I know, but it was because of a specific. We were drunk, but it was somebody. I made a specific face, and I had never seen the movie.
Let's see this face. Do the face.
It was because they were talking to me, and I went.
All right.
They were
okay,
like,
okay.
"Don't do that. You look like
I
the
still don't know what
Terrifier."
you're
And I was like, "What the fuck?" And I Googled pictures of the Terrifier, and I was like, "I don't see it." And then I was watching the movie, and I kept waiting for him to be like,
Hold
"But
on. What? The second movie he does that.
I didn't."
Um,
So yeah, well, the person had seen.
He does it in the pizza thing. He smiles.
A little bit.
He smiles.
Hold
but,
on.
like,
Are we saying he's the Terrifier? Because his name's Art the Clown.
I don't think he's the Terrifier.
That's what I'm saying. I think his movie's just Terrifier. Because it's
I don't
terrifying.
know. That's just what they said.
I
Sure.
think
And
he's
had
the
not
one
seen it.
terrifying, so
He's
that would
terrifying,
make him the
so he is
Terrifier.
the Terrifier. Who else would be the Terrifier?
Who knows?
I think it's just the thing.
I think he is.
Yeah,
Maybe.
Inherently.
Well, it's
Hold
not,
on,
but
maybe-
it's not the Terrifier. It's
Right, it's just Terrifier.
Terrifier.
I'm pretty sure like we got to come up with a name. What do we got? Fucking Terrifier. Got it. The
Terrifier, and then they name a main character Terra. It's like, oh, a lot of brain work that went into that.
Sometimes it's the most obvious answer that's the correct answer. The ambulance
What
that
if that-
drives past Dawn as she listens to the radio broadcast in the car was unplanned. That was a real ambulance that drove by.
Could have been a dead body in there.
Well, yeah, because
Oh,
it's
when
not
they
like
were-
they,
when they were
it's not
sitting
like they
on the
had
side
a
of the
budget.
street?
They were actually on the street somewhere in the middle of the night.
Yeah,
It's
well,
not
we
like
got to make
this
sure
was
no
set.
one's out, guys.
Ah, fuck it. Keep it
Ah,
in.
Leave it.
We only got 20 more
Imagine
feet of
driving
film.
by and seeing that dude fucking wearing fake tits. Just pushing dick. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, they-
Dude,
they
no,
had no
some
permits. They really
homeless
found, like,
dude,
an
some
abandoned
homeless
building.
dude walked by in that alley and was like, no.
I was at Vegas a few years ago on Fremont Street, and I made a left right in front of the stage, and I looked to my right, and there's a homeless
stage?
dude that's fucking got a shirt that went to here, pants down to his knees, and probably the world's biggest schlong just flopping around.
He wanted you to know.
It's like probably 1 o'clock in the morning, just Las
Look
Vegas
at
Fremont
it.
Street. You're just whipping that thing back and forth. I was like, that's nice, buddy.
Good for you,
Probably
bud.
just pissed somewhere.
Yep.
Good for you.
Ladies are walking around. Nobody cares.
Yeah, no.
Nobody cares.
You've
I'm
seen
like,
Stranger in Vegas, I feel like, all of them.
I've seen a lot
So
of
they're
weird
just
shit.
like, "Meh."
I'll be going there again in a couple months.
David Howard Thornton described Art as the evil Mr. Bean. He was also
like that.
inspired by other silent and physical actors such as Charlie Chaplin, Buster Keaton, Lon Chaney, Doug Jones, and Jim Carrey.
Do you think it's my nose?
Interesting.
You're still on that.
Shut up.
No, not at all.
Or it's
Your
my
face.
long face?
It's
The
your
long face.
It's your white complexion.
It is. It's because I'm fucking translucent. I'm fucking white as shit. Literally white as the Terrifier.
funny. Final decisions out of 10. Is this a must-watch? Recommend? Skip.
Doesn't feel funny.
Skip this shit, dog.
Skip this
Yeah,
shit.
skip this fucking
this
shit.
shit.
It's a watch.
It's
It's
a
a
watch.
Halloween watch.
It's a Halloween must-watch, or just like a recommended watch?
Put it on the reel.
Put it on the reel.
My problem is I'm not going to tell someone to watch this because of the
No.
movie. I'm going to tell someone to watch this
'Cause
because
the
of
vagina.
gets sawed in half.
They're gonna be like, you wanted
I'd
me to
watch
watch
it.
this?
I'd
Yeah,
watch
I
it
wanted
again.
you to feel
I
whatever
hope not.
terrible shit I felt.
I have no interest in watching it again.
I love a good gory horror movie, and this movie is definitely gory, and the fact there is no explanation for the killing minus he's just a deranged individual.
That's what I like.
I'm still kind of meh on this, though. I feel like it's just a movie made for that one scene. 5 out of 10 for me.
I also feel like
I'm going 4 or 5.
Tara's sister wasn't like as traumatized as like she could have been when she.
I just
saw her
think she was
sister
not a
get
good
hurt.
actress.
None of them were.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't even B. It was C.
I don't think any of
It's
them,
not
for what it
even a
was
beat.
like terrible.
I think Art the Clown
good.
was a great actor.
I do too.
I mean, sure. I mean, he didn't
But
say
He
anything.
didn't even yell when he got
But
a
he didn't
nail in his
need
foot.
He didn't have to deliver any
Yeah,
lines.
He just had a smile creepy.
Yeah, he didn't have to deliver any lines. Would we have thought he was as good an actor as he did if he didn't have all that paint face or
Yeah,
the
but
face paint and stuff?
How
on?
hard is it to act without saying think about it. How hard is it to act without saying a word?
I feel like I do it a lot. Actually,
Do you though?
That's just called masking.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Mm. All right,
I
5,
do that too, don't worry.
4.5. What are you giving it out of 10?
like 4.
4.
It's a 5's good.
All right, we're all in
Yeah.
the same
Region.
good region.
I mean, it's no hobo with a shotgun.
You're right.
Fucking-
Hold on, gun to your head, shotgun maybe.
I'm
Hobo
watching
with
this.
shotgun
I'm
or
watching this
Terrifier?
before a hobo with a shotgun. I'm not saying I'm going to pay attention to it.
What's
really,
a
though, but-
movie versus Hobo with a
None.
shotgun?
There's
you wouldn't watch?
none. Are you
How about
kidding?
none of the death proofs?
This is a win
You
in
hated
my
that.
fucking.
I don't. Which one was death?
We
Which
can't
one
even
was
pick
that?
The
how
car.
mad to be, right?
Yeah,
That's Kurt Russell.
it's the same
No,
thing.
I would still watch that over what?
Death Clock.
Death
was the one we
Clock.
were talking about. Death Wish was the same thing. Had
I
the
don't-
same guy.
I
in
haven't
it.
seen those. So
It's
I
just
don't
a fucking vengeance, and then just people get blown apart and killed in the most violent fucking
I
ways.
would watch the fucking happening before I would watch. Come on, that
Sorry,
movie's
I'm
trash.
trying to be Mark Wahlberg.
How about-
which is like, it's the wind, you're killing us,
Yeah.
the trees.
The trees are killing us.
Sorry.
It's crazy.
I'm just gonna lay out in front of my
releasing toxins.
lawnmower.
Just releasing toxins.
Sorry, it's taking a while. It's not a zero
There's
turn.
not at this
It's not a
moment.
56-inch deck. It's not. It's only a 19.
Well, like that reminded me of the Leprechaun because that movie with Leprechaun that scene haunted me where he lures the guy into the
Yeah.
lawnmower
Oh,
with
yeah.
the way he's like thinks it's tits.
There's
Hold on.
not a
Have you
movie I
seen
can think of
Leprechaun
right now.
in space?
No, I haven't.
Oh
Why
my
the fuck is
God.
he in space?
Why was
That's
Jason in
exactly the reason they made that movie.
Agreed.
Was the reason you
Right.
said that. Why,
Why is
the
he in
fuck
space?
There's
Because
not-
he's a leprechaun,
Off
bro.
off the top of my head, there's not a movie that I can think of that I would watch or
In
that I would
space?
watch Hobo with a Shotgun before I would watch that movie. Off the top of my head,
I can just think of a bad movie and it's like Ghost Rider, but
I would
that's
watch
scary.
that a
I would
million
watch.
times.
Nicolas
before
Cage is
fucking-
acting
Yeah.
his ass off.
I would watch that
One
Oh,
of these
it's
days I'll
terrible.
find one. One of these days I'll find one. Right
He's
now
gonna find
I'm
one.
I don't want that to be. a
Have you
goal.
seen The Pest?
Actually, no.
John
I haven't
Leguizamo?
seen The Pest. I have not seen The Pest.
I
No.
think the movie's hilarious
not
for
going
so
the
bad.
wrong,
It's
wrong
so bad.
reasons.
I think I gave that movie a 0.9 or
It's-
a 0.8.
it's
And
not
like,
a
don't
good
get me wrong.
movie.
There are like, obviously, there are movies that I've watched where I was like, oh, this is dumb or this is stupid or whatever. But still, I would rather sit down and have to watch one of those over Hobo with a Shotgun.
I got you. Next week is my pick. Halloween. You know what? I'm going to throw this out here. I'm surprised we haven't done this movie at all, just in like general on the show. We're 189 in at this point. Next week will be 190.
I'm like trying in my head to think what you're gonna say, and for some reason I feel like you're gonna say what my Halloween pick is, and I don't know why.
Probably not.
Okay,
I'm going
go ahead.
zombie-esque.
Okay.
Shaun of the Dead.
Oh,
No,
what a
okay,
great
okay.
movie.
I was looking at that one just
Yeah.
a second ago.
I haven't seen it in a while.
So we're
and,
going
you know,
like funny Halloween.
Yeah, good.
I was racking my brain the whole time at Halloween Horror Nights, like what movie should I pick for Halloween? And I was like, like there's a lot that I want to do, but also like
Same thing. I was like,
I want to do something that's a good time, and Shaun of the Dead is a fucking good
so
time.
my pick. I'm not gonna say what it
Think
is,
so.
but my pick has some of those vibes too,
Good.
where it's like
That's- That's the zombie invasion I want to be a part of.
Exactly.
The slow,
right?
fun one where we can still get drunk.
Yep. So
I can
good
fight
time.
my way out of a parking
Yep.
lot.
I could beat all the video games.
we'll
I've
meet
been
each
waiting
other
for.
at the-
Yeah, when they're
Winchester.
fast, I'm just
Yeah.
gonna shoot myself. Like no way.
I just saw randomly
No.
on
I thought you
Instagram
were
today
farting
a
on Tara. I
scene.
was like,
I could
yes.
probably let one go.
I
if
was
I
like,
wanted
let
to.
it happen.
A scene from
Open the
from
gates.
Zoe Dash or whatever her name is
Deschanel?
in the one who's in Zombieland 2
Yes.
when she's like, I'm getting a real not fan of me vibes from you.
Yeah.
Like her little like Valley girl act. She's so really it's just stay in the freezer. Like I just like she's
that.
so fucking good in that movie. It's like I mean everybody's good in both of those movies, but she's so
I'll say Abigail Breslin was
fucking
not good in the second movie, but-
well no, because she got worse as she got older, I feel like.
Yeah.
Like
She was
when
good as
she
a
was
kid.
a kid, it was
She was
like
good.
acceptable. You know what I mean? And then she got older and didn't improve.
Right.
Oh god.
She didn't do the.
I mean, it is what it is. Like she didn't improve into
Don't
a
read
good.
the comments, folks. Jay.
She didn't improve into a good adult actor. She was still acting at a kid's level.
Sure.
Sorry. But she was fucking hysterical. and
Fucking put that thing down.
I'm
Goddamn.
holding it by the sharp.
You're gonna let
Yeah,
it go.
you're
It's gonna
making
be
me nervous.
Terrifier 3 right here.
Anyways, thanks for watching, listening
Like
to the
an angry
Decision Reel
bird.
podcast, the movie review podcast that we try to review movies.
Derogatory.
Next week, Shaun of the Dead is gonna be good. A Halloween series. Let's go. Fuck yeah, bud.
Let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go.
Later.
Deuce.